Would you like to see football wherever you are in the world?
With NordVPN, you can get premium protection online and set your location so you never miss a minute of the content you usually enjoy.
Go to nordvpn.com/TSUW to get 72% off a 2-year plan plus 3 additional months absolutely free.
Absolutely true. Welcome to the Sheff United Way YouTube channel, whether you are watching us on the YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. This is our watch along. My name is Hal, as you can see there. And I'm also going to welcome in Statsman Adam, who'll be joining me for the duration of this watch along against Blackburn Rovers. Adam, how are you today?
Very good, thank you, Hal. How about yourself?
Oh, thanks for throwing it back. Yeah, tickety-boo, can't complain. Shame I'm not on the lane. I'm not going to be able to get to any of these midweek games anymore. I had to work Christmas Day and Boxing Day to be able to go to the Hull game. And as I was driving back at 1 a.m., I was seriously questioning my life decisions. But it is just too difficult. My wife wants me to stop wasting holiday days on watching United. So instead, I am here for the watch-alongs for every game on a midweek that is on the telly.
Good man, but it's very good to see you at the whole game.
It was great to see you.
Far too long since we've caught up in the flesh.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Shame we didn't get the winner, but still a good night out all the same.
Yeah, just the 22 shots on goal. Now, one thing I want to know is from you, dear viewer, where in the world are you joining us from? Pop it in the comments because we have Bobby in the background who will be helping us tonight and bringing your comments on screen, which makes it oh so much easier. When I'm doing it, I miss them all. And he's going to be Bobby in the foreground for a moment because here he is. Here he comes to save the day.
I am here with my Sheff United Way mug, prepared, ready.
Legend.
Nice
Bobby,
cup of brew.
A little competition going on at the moment for non-league content creators. And I would like you to explain what it is and how people can actually nominate you.
So basically, it's on Twitter, it's on their website as well. They have a link on their page. It's on Instagram as well. Feel free to tag me in them. There's a post.
Who are they?
Who are they? They are non-league Bible. That's probably a key thing, isn't it? Yeah, I'd love any nominations you could give me by voting either online or on social media. And yeah, just best content creator. Well, my content is the best, isn't it? So I think it's well deserved.
I like it. It's rubbing off from me, this kind of modesty. Pleased to see it. Now, Bobby, before we get to team news for both, I know that you are a bit like Statsman Adam, a keeper of the sacred stats. And Charlie Good is actually going to be playing tonight. And you're a fan of watching football right throughout the league. So what do you know of him from his past?
Of course. So I first found out about Charlie Good when he was at Northampton. My mate's a Northampton fan, so I do look out for their results as well. He was in the same back three as Blackburn centre-back Scott Wharton, who's going to be starting for them tonight, alongside Jordan Turnbull in the back three in that promotion season, 2019-2020 season, managed by Keith Curl, another former Blade. So, all these connections here, they're, all connecting to the Blades. It all just connects back to the Blades, doesn't it?
It'll be interesting to see Good go up against Wharton, maybe at a set piece, because they're probably pals and they probably haven't played against each other.
Yeah, I know. And Wharton is a brick wall. He's a proper defender, really good defender.
Is he slow as Good?
He's not the quickest. So, yeah, hopefully Morgan Gibbs-White getting behind. Love that.
That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Bobby, thank you so much. Vote Bobby. Vote often, non-league Bible. Find him on Twitter, content creator. Tag at Bobby Noakes with a double S, and there's an underscore.
No, just double S.
Ignore the underscore.
On Twitter is.
Right, great. It's a bad handle. I think we can all. Someone already took Bobby Noakes, I guess.
Yeah, they did, unfortunately. So that's what it is.
Bobby will hopefully be back with us a bit later on. Cheers, Bobby. Thanks for that. Knowledge.
No worries.
Statsman Adam, you better just be a little mindful, all right? Because if he's coming with that kind of knowledge, you're going to have to up your game, son.
I have to watch my back.
You really are. Right, let's go through the team for the Blades then for this match against Blackburn Rovers. We've got League One Wes in goal. Then we've got furious George Baldock in that right wing back position. Very pleased. Adam, were you worried that he might be out?
Yes, I was. Well, with Bogle missing and Baldock potentially was going to be missing. It was who was going to play there, given that we know that Bash isn't. So, yeah, very worried. But glad to see him in the side.
As is this man, another one that we were fearful might be out. I mean, there's not a great deal when we get to the bench of cover if either of these two do take a knock. But Reece Norrington-Davies, born in Saudi Arabia, represents Wales, played an international game for Wales before he'd even made an appearance for Sheffield United, the first player ever to do that. We already mentioned him, Charlie Good, so tall he couldn't fit his hair in the photograph. Then alongside him, we've got John Egan. What we know about John Egan today is his 150th appearance for the Blades tonight. Adam, just say a few words about Eags for us, please.
Absolute rock. Bar a spell of 2 or 3 games in the Premier League when he got caught out a little bit. Other than that, he has been superb. He's played every single minute of Sheffield United's campaign this season as well.
Yeah, well said. Then it's Jackie Longthrow. I saw a few people on Twitter. Every time someone writes JLT, you get 1 or 2 people going, JLT? What's that? And I always want to reply with, tell me you don't watch the Sheff United way without telling me you don't watch the Sheff United way. Absolutely criminal that some Blades don't, but they live amongst us. We've also got in the midfields, Ollie Norwood. Are you an Ollie or Oliver man?
Ollie.
Yeah, me too. Alongside John Fleck, we know, drinks Iron Brew. Then we've got, how are you saying his name, Adam?
I'm bowing down to your hal, Sander Berge.
Correct.
And his 50th Blades appearance today.
Yeah, his 50th, but it's just over 2 years of being with the club where, had he had no injuries or rests, he could have played 95 matches. So he's actually missed nearly half of the games he could have played.
He has, but if he plays like he did at the weekend, we're starting to see the Sander Berge that we signed. It looks a real threat.
Absolutely. Alongside, and I like the 2 of these in advanced positions, Morgan Flicks-White, the law firm. Did you think that he and Sander would work together in a kind of 2 feeding off a striker? Or did that surprise you in the last game?
It did surprise me when I saw the personnel and the formation. I thought, how's it going to work? But it worked really well. And Morgan Gibbs-White had an outstanding game. Apart from the back heel to Billy, where he could have gone through on goal, and we'll not mention the header. But well, we will mention the header because Ollie Norwood made it look like a difficult chance with his miss later on, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, God. That Norwood miss. I mean, my dad, right, let's just say something about our dads, Adam. You and I are the most, I think, positive Blades on the planet. We can always see a positive from a negative. And I'll be honest, and do tell me if I'm overstepping my bounds here. I think both our dads are quite negative.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's probably fair comment, yes.
Right. So my dad, as soon as I got back to his house after the game, I was like buzzing from that win, and he just went, Norwood. Absolute disgrace. He should be out on the training ground all night until he hits that net 100 times. My dad, honestly. Something along those lines anyway. But he's not always negative, my dad. But sometimes I do think of all the things to pick up.
Yeah. And my dad was summed up with the message I got at half time, 3-0 up, dominating the game. My dad's message, this should be 6 already.
Yeah. You know what that means. They're not really negative, but it's different to how you and I speak when we message each other. We're always like, right, we're playing really well. Let's crack on, push on to the second half. We've got this. I remember actually after we beat Sunderland 97-98, my dad stayed and watched the Formula One. We were in Portugal and we watched that game. And I watched the game back with him when we got home. I was buzzing, telling him how we'd beaten Sunderland 2-0, Vaspor, Bokis, Fjortov. We played really well. And there was just a spell in the game where we lost possession. And I just remember him saying, this is rubbish. I just thought this is like the best start we've ever had to a season. It's funny what sticks with you. Anyway, let's look at the bench. We've got Adam Davies. We've got Ollie McBurney-Powell. We've got Ben Davies. We've got Connor Howrahan. We've got Kai Gordon back on the bench. Not the best picture of him, that is it, Adam, to be fair. Was he looking at someone's finger in the middle? And just say, follow the finger. And then we've got Iliman and Dye and friend of the channel, Daniel Jebison. So the big news, we've had that one change in the starting 11. No Chris Basham. Adam, are you as worried as I am?
It's the lack of cover. I mean, the back 5 or the 3 and the 2 wing backs as it is, I'm okay. I'm comfortable with. It's if something goes wrong in the wing back position, then we've got problems because Bash is Mr. Versatile. Maybe be controversial. I might upset a couple here, but particularly against Hull, it didn't look Mr. Chris Basham defensively as what we know and what we've come to expect from him. Sort of a few
so
heavy
negative.
touches. I know exactly. I've been listening to my dad for too long, but no, Bash will be a miss. But I'm confident. I thought that Good when he came on at the weekend did very well. The small glimpse that we saw of him, straight in passing the ball. He's got that long throw which we've not seen yet. But there was one point where we saw him throw it 30 yards, like literally half a step back. So a good replacement. He's been brought in. Literally. Should we need it, and due to the injuries, we're needing to put these players. And if there is an issue at centre back, Kai Gordon can come in.
Ben Davis, I would say.
Ben Davis.
Likely. Ben Davis comes in. Maybe Robbo could play left wing back, for example, if Reece Norrington Davis took a knock.
No.
He's played there before, and he's played fine.
We will agree to differ, but yeah, there's little else though, is there? So
yeah, there's little else.
Maybe it have to be JLT if an injury.
All right, what happens if George Baldock, God forbid, takes a knock in the first half? Who plays right wing back? And I think I know what you're going to say.
Well, I'm going to get shot to pieces.
You are.
Morgan Gibbs-White has trained at right wing back. And that has been confirmed that he has trained at right wing back. Defensively, he's probably not up to it, but he's been reliant on the others. And if he's bombing down the right-hand side, give me a better alternative.
No, I can't dispute that, but it would weaken us up front.
Oh, of course it would. It would weaken us. But if you could play Gibbs-White at right wing back, you'd bring Illiman in. My point is that to play him there, you've got other attacking options. Yes, it would weaken us, but he can get forward. And as long as the other guys cover, you could see probably Ollie Knorr would drop back a little bit. He wouldn't play right wing back, but he'd certainly sit. Even Sander Berge could sit in front if needed to do so to do a job. But first and foremost, we've got to go attacking and go and win, and that's what we have been doing recently. So it's if needs absolute must. It's the only option we've really got.
Courses. Ashley Brown, massive shout to you. Jackie Longthrow is an unsung hero. He's another one that has really stepped up. 6 clean sheets in 7 shows a good, solid and organised defence. That's what the Blades' success, of course, was built on under Chris Wilder, was not letting them in. It's interesting that I think in that Premier League season, that first one under Wilder, we only conceded something like 33 goals.
Yeah, it was very low amount of goals.
Amazing. Dean Henderson only letting that amount in. David De Gea has already conceded more than that this season for Manchester United. Just saying. Let's, though, look at the Blackburn Rovers team. Bobby's going to have it run along the screen on the banner, and I will also run through it as well. They're playing a 3-4-1-2, as I said they would in the match preview. Do watch those match previews. They're really good. We've got Kaminsky in goal, Lenahan, Van Heck, and Wharton, who Bobby mentioned knows Charlie Good from their Northampton days, in that back 3. Nyumbe, Travis, Rothwell and Pickering across the middle. Buckley feeding the 2 strikers, Gallagher, who has 6 goals this season, and Kadra, who scored against the Blades at Ewood Park in that 3-1 defeat. No Ben, Brereton Diaz, the Chilean from Stoke. But on the bench, they have Johnson, Davenport, Dolan, Rankin, Costello, Piers, Hedges and Giles. Now, Giles is a player that I'm pleased is not playing, because actually he was one that I highlighted in that match preview as a potential danger man. So Ryan Giles, 9 assists this season. It's not easy to get 9 assists in the Championship, but Blackburn have been on a bit of a wobble. They are a team that's done well because of their early start. They're 3rd in the Championship, but a side to watch for a spell. And since Brereton Diaz has been out, because he's got 20 goals of their 45, they've really hit a mini wobble. They've had their last game postponed against Millwall, though. So a bit of extra rest for Blackburn Rovers. Adam, what's the head-to-head like between Sheffield United and Blackburn?
So it's pretty even. Blades have won 59 games, lost 55 with 36 draws. So there's not a lot in it. Recent history does favour the Blades. I know we lost at Blackburn early in the season, but prior to that, 3 wins on the bounce against Blackburn. Their last win at Bramall Lane was on the 15th of January 1994.
Wow.
It was Andy Scott who scored for the Blades. And then a guy for Blackburn, might have heard of him, Alan Shearer, something like that.
Is he related to Paul Shearer, who used to play for Southampton?
But I'll tell you
Duncan
what,
Shearer. Is he related
Duncan
to Duncan
Shearer?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he.
Don't
think
know
he is at all. But yeah, we've got a good sort of run, and as you alluded to on the preview last night, Hal, that 3-0 win at Bramall Lane on the 29th of December, when both sides won with 10 men, was last time out in the league.
I knew he'd know. Idris, how do I become a member of the channel on an iPhone? Well, first of all, bless you for saying you want to be a member. Every member really helps us. It's incredible how much the outgoings are for doing this, for doing the podcast. It's, we can't make any money from the audio podcast, so it really does help. You actually, annoyingly, YouTube have got some dispute going, I believe, with Apple. So no iProducts will allow you to become a member. It's bizarre. I don't have any Apple products. I never have. So I've got a Samsung, and it's easy to do it on that. You can also do it on a laptop as well, like just a normal PC or anything like that. So if you've got anything else, it's easy to do. Just click join and it'll work. It won't work on any Apple products or a Mac. It's bizarre. I'm right on that, aren't I, Bobby? Yeah, Bobby's giving me the head nod. Right, let's look at player connections. So we did this on the preview, but I wanted to bring them up again and also get some thoughts from Adam. So let's start with Mark Patterson, who's a friend of the channel. And the reason I want to pick Mark is just, Adam, what a change. That looks like two different humans.
It does, doesn't it? That's a great photo of him young, and look at that. That's a great Blackburn kit as well.
It is. It's a great picture of him. He's got a bit of the Elephant Man eyes, though. They don't look level. Really nice guy, very funny. And the video we did with him is on this channel. Do check it out, because his stories about Nigel Spackman are unreal. Also, 𝐍𝐸𝐫𝐍. Keith, Adam, what are your memories of 𝐍𝐸𝐫𝐍, particularly in our Premier League season?
Yeah, he got the goal, of course, against Manchester United, which everyone remembers well. He also the red card. I think everyone remembers him for the red card at Reading. Literally walked onto the pitch and then was swiftly dismissed. But yeah, he did a good job. He did a good job. He's one of those players who, a lot of games for Northern Ireland, been around. Didn't really fire at Manchester United, but he did a steady job for the Blades, and I couldn't fault him for the time he had at Bramall Lane. So I've potentially lost Hal here, which is quite interesting. Bobby, can you confirm, is Hal gone? Has he disappeared? Or have I gone?
Adam, my headphones fell out.
Your headphones fell out. You left me in a state of pure panic there, having to talk about 𝐍𝐸𝐸𝐶𝐸 for more than a minute.
Fear not. So what I want to get from you is like a combined 11. Not that I want to put you on the spot, but I know you can do it. Of players that have played for both the Blades and Blackburn. Also, if you're watching, you can pop yours in the comments, because there's been a few.
There have. So in goal was a choice of a couple. Could have gone with Alan Fettis or Alan Kelly, but Alan Kelly absolutely gets the goalkeeper's jersey. A back four, John Curtis. I'm going to put Nicky Marker in the back line. Craig Short. I thought it was very much of an unsung hero. Stepped in when he needed to for the Blades. And Jay McEverley. Jay McEverley at left back. Played for both. Not as good as some of the others, but he did play for both. At midfield, I've got that man 𝐍𝐸𝐸𝐶𝐸. One of my all-time favourites, George Donis. He will get in any team. I just love George Donis.
It was a shame when he went to Huddersfield.
And of course, Gary Flitcroft, who was superb for Blackburn and had a short career at Bramall Lane. And then up front, I've got a front three. John Stead scores goals wherever he went.
Brave.
Nathan Blake. And Ashley Ward.
Yes. Handsome Ashley Ward.
Absolutely. So that would be my sort of a combined 11 to try and make it fit into a formation. Obviously, other players have played for both. It'll be interesting to see who others have got. So yes, please pop them in the comments. Yeah,
if you can think of any more, well done, Statsman Adam. You never let us down. So if you are just joining us, John Egan, 150th appearance for us tonight. Sanderberger's 50th appearance. Just over 2 years of him being with the club, where he could have made 95 appearances. Adam, score prediction, please.
As I said, 1-0 Morgan Gibbs-White.
I'm also going 1-0, Billy Sharp. And we're also going to shout out all of you watching. Help us get to 15k subscribers. It's free to subscribe. You just need a Google Mail account. Really as simple as that. It's the best Sheffield United fan-created content. That's not our opinion. That's the opinion of a panel of judges. So subscribe to Sheffield United Way on YouTube. Also hit like, but just hit that subscribe button. It takes seconds and it really helps support us. It'd be much appreciated. We've got audio podcasts as well. If you do want to search for the podcast, just search Sheffield United Way. You'll find it with former players. You'll find it with current players. You'll find it with coaching staff. You'll find it with the owner. And now we've started adding celebrity fans. The first one, and there will be more, Matt Fitzpatrick. If you're a fan of your golf, as I know you are, Adam, check it out.
Yeah, the Matt Fitzpatrick one's really, really, really good.
Thanks.
I mean, and you saw him with throwing the shirts into the crowd in America, really bigging up the Blades, donning the Blades shirt. But I know we'd already had words with him, and he's a Blade. It's good to see, and great to get some more celebs on. Can't wait to see who's next.
Yeah, I mean, I've told you, but yeah, you're keeping it stum. Well done. Danny Marshall has said 1-0 Blade Sharp. Danny agrees with me. Let us know your prediction in the comments below. Now, the way our watch along works, if you've never joined us for this before, it's really very simple. Whilst we have the ability to share the game with you on here, we're not allowed. So instead, we will offer your biased Blades commentary. It's a Blades community. We get you involved, we get our thoughts, and we celebrate, hopefully, a Blades win together. The match is on Sky Sports main event. It is also on Sky Sports Football. So if you want to watch it and then join us, 7:45 UK time kickoff. If we are ahead, you can pause us. If we are behind on anything that you're on, it's not a problem. You can pause it at Sky and just get us level. We'll do regular time checks. Hopefully, once you're level, you are golden. Adam, how are you feeling? Nervous? Excited? What's your general pre-match jitters like?
It's for the first time in a long time. It feels like a big game. Middlesbrough winning last night dropped us to 6th, and it's now we made it to 6th. We're looking at the playoffs. We've gone from mid-table obscurity to the most optimistic of Blades saying, "Oh yeah, we've still got a chance at the playoffs." We're now on that run, and now we don't want to let it slip. And it's now going from where if we'd have dropped at points here and there, we'd have been worried. But we really can't afford to lose this tonight.
Okay. Are you saying this is must win?
I'm not saying it's must win. I'm saying it's must not lose.
Interesting. So you'd be happy with a draw?
I would be content with a draw. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy with a draw. I'd be content with a draw. But looking at some stats, and we know I'm a man of my stats. We haven't conceded at home since October the 30th against Blackpool, which is a phenomenal record.
At that game, Nick and I were at that game and next to each other and head in hands at exactly the same time. Awful to lose that one in the way we did.
And Blackburn have failed to score in their last 4 league games. They have never in their history failed to score in 5 consecutive league games. So that worries me slightly.
What a stat. This is why he's the man. There we go. It's a weird way of pointing.
So, but I think we'll be all right. I think we'll nick this 1-0. I don't think it's going to be free scoring like against Swansea. I mean, winning 4-0 with 40% possession just shows you that possession doesn't win you games. Ain't that right, Slav? Anyway, moving swiftly on.
But it's true. It's true. And, we saw it with Leicester City when they won the Premier League. They had I can't remember the stat, but it was something like 30% possession average. It isn't about possession at all. And, Swansea have proven that as well this season because they had very similar stats to the Blades under Slav.
That's it. And it's all about creating the chances. Like at the weekend, yes, we could have scored 6, 7, 8, however many, but it was just great to see so many chances being created. Against Hull, 22 shots on goal. Okay, we didn't get the goal. We should have had a couple of goals. It didn't happen for us, but we bounced back. 5 games under Hecky at Bramall Lane, 4 wins and a draw, 10 goals scored, averaging that 2-0 win. Made up for it, draw 1-0, win it 4-0, go back to 2-0.
Yeah, 27 points from 12. Is that what you said?
It's an incredible record. I mean, if it was averaged over the whole season, it would be 104 points. And wow. I know that, and I would be absolutely waxing lyrical about this, but the run that we're on, the point at Huddersfield was superb. The blip was at Preston 2-0 up against 10 men. We blew it. Hecky wasn't even the dugout when we lost at Derby. and then a disappointing 0-0 with Hull. Bar that, it's been perfection.
You can show off now and tell us that you were a Hecky in man from the very start.
Absolutely. I came when we did the Slav in, Slav out, which you kindly invited me on. I went Slav out, and the comments went ballistic. Everyone give him more time, do this. What would it cost? Or everything. But it was the right time for change. It clearly wasn't working. You know early on when it's not working. Foreign manager at Sheffield United wasn't what's needed. I said you needed somebody from within. I speculated who that may be. But you look at the management team we've got now. Hecky, Jack and Stuart McCall. But it's right in there. They've worked with the club. They've been in and around the club. Two of them have played for the club in McCall and Leicester. Hecky managed us last season for a short spell, but he's been in and around the setup and knows what it means to wear that red and white shirt, and that's shown. And it's very interesting. He's gone back to the formation that works, and the players are playing for him. And that's a big difference.
So well said. Some of the biggest stick, and I get a lot on Twitter, as you know, is when it was going badly under Slav, I said, we've got to go back to the 3-5-2. And a lot of fans were saying, I didn't know what I was talking about, and that clearly wouldn't work anymore. And it's been proven it doesn't work anymore. And when it initially didn't work, because Slav did try it, there was a lot of people sort of having a go at saying that's proof, doesn't work, forget about it, and the cycle's over. We used to hear that a lot. The cycle's over. Ship them out. We've had these players for too long. I think they are proving now, the likes of Oliver Norwood, that the cycle's definitely not over. It was all about the mentality. These players didn't become bad players overnight. They just needed someone to give them that oomph and make them believe again.
That's right. And they do believe. And confidence, wins breed confidence, performances breed confidence. And we galvanised after Preston. I mean, you can imagine the conversations in the dressing room after blowing that lead at Preston, but you saw the response you got from the players, and that's what's been pleasing to see. You're going to have blips.
Yeah.
Every season that we've done well, we've had blips. If we look back, to the three, we'll not talk about Villa Park, but 3-0 up and blow it. But that
Millwall at home as well.
That galvanised the team, the promotion team in League One. We got tonked 4-1 at Walsall in January.
We always lost to Walsall.
Yeah, but 4-1 at Walsall.
Hey, look, defeat's defeat, isn't it?
But it's how you bounce back from them. And, we've even disappointed drawing 0-0 with Hull, we bounced back with a 4-0 trouncing of Swansea. And that's what's great to see.
Couldn't have put it better myself. If the Blades win, we go 1 point behind Blackburn with a game in hand. The referee for this one is Matthew Donoghue from Greater Manchester. Don't worry, Blackburn isn't in Greater Manchester. It's Lancashire, isn't it? So, different county of referee. Is that right?
Yeah, Blackburn's in Lancashire.
Yeah, so that would count as a different referee in county. And also, he won't support Blackburn because you have to declare who you support as a referee. And if you lie, you get sacked. But anyway, we don't have to worry about that. But he's taken charge of 24 games this season in all competitions, issuing 97 yellows, 6 red cards. He's given 1 penalty, and he gave it for the Blades in a match we did as a watch-along. I did it with Bobby. It was a 2-1 defeat at home to Millwall. I'm actually going to Millwall on Saturday. Adam, ask me how I'm getting there.
How are you getting there, Hal?
I am getting the train, Adam, because I'm a man of the people.
Good luck.
Thanks. I'm also going on my own to Millwall, and Bobby was testing me a little earlier. I'll bring him back in, weren't you, Bobby?
I was.
So you think I should
London
affect a Millwall accent?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Go on. No, you need to prove it first.
Give me a sentence to say, Bobby.
Hello, my name is Hal, and I love Ollie Burke.
Apples and pears. My name is Hal. I love Ollie Burke. Apples and pears. The old Millwall. Don't hit me. I'm not going to wear colours. Is that all right? Is that convincing?
It's not bad.
I'd stick to your normal accent, Hal.
Yeah.
I don't really have a Sheffield accent anyway because I'm not from Sheffield. But walking that tunnel, South Bermondsey, off the train on my own, I'm already absolutely petrified. I've done Millwall a few times, but I've always gone with loads of other people. This is going to be the first time on my own. Actually, to be fair, with some of the DMs I get on Twitter, I'm probably more afraid of Sheffield United fans.
Keep in the DMs.
Keep it in the DMs, Bobby. Wise words as ever. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate. Actually, before you go, Bobby, ask me how I'm getting to Millwall.
How are you getting to Millwall? Hal?
Taking the train, Bobby, because I'm a man of the people.
Yes, he is.
Cheers, Bobby. So there we go. I think Bobby's got a great idea there. I'm going to affect that London accent. I'm going to be absolutely fine. If you are going to Millwall, let me know so that I can meet someone else there and hopefully just, have a pal to see and speak to on the day. Right, enough nonsense. We are going to get underway. You will see kickoff on screen here when we start. I'm watching on Sky Sports main event. Adam, what have you chosen?
I've got Sky Sports football on, but we'll see what the timing's like.
Right, let's see. We'll give you regular time checks as we progress. They haven't kicked off yet. They have right now. Kickoff on screen, as you can see for us here on the watch-along. It is Blackburn who are kicking from left to right towards the Kop first half, which suggests, Adam, that the Blades won the toss.
It does, but 9 times out of 10, they stick, don't they? They don't bother changing it round. I mean, Blackburn, you could argue, shooting towards their pocket of fans in the second half as well.
That's a good point. That's probably why a lot of away sides don't ever really get too fussed about it.
Unless you put home fans at both ends on the lower tier, which we did trial once, but it wasn't too successful.
Did you ever sit in the Bramall Lane lower? Because I never did.
No, I went. The only time I went into the Bramall Lane lower was when we played Leeds.
So you have been there?
No, I was selling programs. Programs, and then the rules work as Mick Rucker, when he was selling the programs, every 5 pence commission counted for Mick. So you had to stay out there until like 3:05, selling the programs. So I was, selling them to Leeds fans, which, it wasn't good. But got a ticket for the game and sat on the south stand afterwards.
Fabulous. Right, we are at 0-0. Bobby's going to pop that on screen in a second. We are on 1:13, if you want a first early time check. There we are. Blades 0, Blackburn Rovers 0, 1:20. Adam, you level?
Spot on.
Oh, well, you can't argue with that as the Blades come forward from defence. John Egan. It's a new back line for the Blades. There's a lot of never played together before. A little bit of an early tackle there on Morgan Gibbs-White, but it lands back at that man who lies so deep as a playmaker, Oliver Norwood. I don't know about you, Adam. I don't really like the term quarterback for a player in this football.
No, not at all.
It doesn't make any sense.
You can't be quarterback. Enough of your American sports, Hal.
Well, I'm saying I don't like it. I like to keep them separate. But here we have Charlie Good on the ball with his right foot, plays it into Morgan Gibbs-White, who's looking to find Sander Berge with that ball in behind him. Berger, is he fouled there? I'm going to call him Berger, actually, just to so I don't get any grief in the comments. But it looks like that's a foul right on the right-hand side by the corner flag. 2:12 on the clock. It was Sander who turned his man, and then Pickering completely scythes him down. It's actually a really poor challenge from the number 3. And do you know what, Adam? I think later on in the game, and it shouldn't make any difference, that's a yellow card.
First challenge rule, isn't it? You don't get booked for those inside 3 minutes, do you?
Very dangerous position. Very dangerous position for a free kick here for the Blades. Can we get an early goal? We're at 2:35. I'll tell you, they won't matter what time or how they go in because it could be a tight game. But I do feel like whoever scores first will win this one. And the Blades on this right-hand side going to deliver this one in. Adam, is this going near or far?
Near.
All right, it's going near where we have Jackie Long throw and Billy Sharp. Brought in, it's gone in the middle, and it's caught by the keeper. That wasn't the best delivery, and actually Kaminski will be delighted. That one was, Adam, straight at him.
It was. We debated whether it was going long or far, and it's sort of, it's comfortable for the goalkeeper. I mean, Goods tried to get ahead of the defender, tried to beat the keeper to it, but it's bread and butter for the goalkeeper. Yeah. A pretty disappointing delivery, really.
Yeah, if you were to say, make this free kick go straight towards the keeper and curl into his hands where he's standing from his original position, then that was the perfect free kick. But no one would actually try and do that. So yeah, really disappointing with that first real chance of the game. And the Blades have possession back after a heavy touch from the Blackburn striker Gallagher, who's playing in place of Ben Brereton Diaz. 6 goals to his name. You might think that's not a lot. Well, he hasn't been playing all season. It's a ball that's looking, I thought, for Fleck, but perhaps Reece Norrington-Davies will actually end up from Ndambe with Fleck, and he's just laid that ball back to Jackie Long throw. So left-footers around and seeing plenty of that ball. Another left-footer in Wes Foderingham. He'll start things again with John Egan. We're at 4:04, 0-0. What have you made of the first exchanges?
Just a bit of possession, say free kick opportunity to get, to test the keeper. It wasn't taken. We're playing nicely, looking to be quite patient. Looking to do what what United do, looking to grind them down. Blackburn, a couple of silly fouls from their perspective given away early on. But Jackie Longthrow is lining up for just one of those by the looks of it.
Yeah, now we haven't seen too many of these actually bring anything. So let's see if Jackie Longthrow can finally deliver a throw-in that matters. Interesting camera work. It's not a good one again. And it's going to be tried to be retrieved, I should say, by Oliver Norwood. Let's get things moving with Rhys Norrington-Davies. Jackie Longthrow. Or we can cross a ball well, as we know from a few experiences from seeing Jack get forward on that left-hand side. I think of Everton when he set up Daniel Jameson.
It's improving, isn't he?
Yeah, he couldn't have got any worse.
Oh, he's got a towel. That's good to see. Towels on hand. That's what you need. Looks like a slippery surface. So, yeah, get the towels, dry the ball. But it's very congested near the goalkeeper.
Decent one this time. Looked like it was going straight in, Adam. Interestingly, do you know the rule if a throw-in does go straight in?
Yeah, it's a goal kick.
Indeed. Not if Pete Enkelman is in goal, if you remember that one against Aston Villa, Birmingham.
I do. Yeah, it's. I think the keepers all. I mean, he's given a corner. I've seen a lot of referees actually give fouls on goalkeepers for that these days. But there's a chance to get one in from a corner. Charlie Good looks huge, doesn't he? Get one on his head.
It's a bigger side with Berger and Goods in there, which I like to see. It's actually gone short for one of the tallest players, which I find very interesting. A set-piece manoeuvre from the training ground. Norwood completely shanks it. Is Billy offside? The Blackburn players and fans think so. He tries to get across and on his left foot. It's very weak, and that'll roll out for a throw-in on 6 minutes. I thought that was a nice idea, but Norwood, Adam, got it all wrong.
He did. I think he was caught in two minds. One to shoot, which I think was the initial plan, but then I think he had half an eye that, hang on, there's a man spare here, and maybe was trying to be too clever in trying to pass it. Maybe I'm being a bit too generous with him there, but long throw comes in now. It's right on top of the goalkeeper. He's really struggling, the goalkeeper, with these. He's opting to fist everything away.
Yeah. And he did successfully, Kaminski, there, as Baldock will try and keep it alive. Morgan Gibbs-White, I thought, fouled there. Referee's going to let this play on, but I think he should bring that one back, Adam.
He should, but he's not.
Very poor decision. Morgan Gibbs-White's hobbling now. He does look quite uncomfortable with that. This is an early concern.
Yeah, and he picked up a few niggles on Saturday against Swansea as well. He was hobbling about a bit, down a bit. Should he have gone off? Should he have been rested? But I think he'll be okay. I think it's just early on in the game. He's just warming the muscles up. I think he'll be fine. Well,
he's still limping. He's just won a throw-in on 7 minutes. We're on 7:04 as we watch this one on Sky Sports Main Event or Sky Sports Football. You're joining us for the watch-along on the Sheffield United way. Don't forget to like the video. It would really help us if you do. We get an incredibly small amount of likes compared with other videos that don't get anywhere near as many views. That's great skill. Go on, Flecky. He's gone past one. It's a poor pass. It's going to be retrieved here in the shot. Saved by the keeper. It's a header from Berger. And it's cleared away. Only as far as Rhys Norrington-Davies. Can he keep it alive? It's Ndombe who gets it away for another set piece for the Blades. Adam, talk us through that chance.
Norrington-Davies doing really well again. Finding John Fleck, who cut inside. Fleck plays it sort of towards the edge of the box. Gibbs-White gets a touch on it, and I think it was George Baldock coming in. Yes, it was George Baldock. Hit it well, and it bobbled in front of the goalkeeper, and he made a good save and got his hand up well. That was destined for the bottom corner, but the corner comes in. It's John Egan. It's just gone wide.
Decent delivery. Egan did well to get his head on that. Travis getting completely mugged off with the nutmeg from Fleck, which I really like seeing. I thought there was a foul on Billy Sharp by the keeper, Kaminski. Never gets it given, but he was manhandled with his man hands and, just pushed out of the way. So no way you get those given, but if you did give one, you'd like to think keepers would stop doing it.
You would, but you're never going to get those, Hal. I think that's beyond ambitious. It's just jostling in the box, and 9 times out of 10, he gives them the other way. Like I said, you get fouls on the keeper easily.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Jeff, who's liked the video. Please be like Jeff and give us a like. It really does help. It makes it so that more people can see the video with the algorithm on YouTube. So the more people get to see the video, the more people we can get in. And obviously we do these for free. It's nice to get more people watching and hopefully bring that and keep building that Blades community. We are at home, so it's always slightly less people when you get an away game. But all the possession for United. Adam said earlier, who cares about possession?
Yeah, 80% of it, but it's early days. We're only 9 minutes in.
Yeah, and there could have been at least one goal.
But yeah, eight 80. That's about the number of coats that Paul Higginbottom's wearing. I just got a shot of him. He seems to be wearing his gilet, his sweatshirt, his jumper, his big overcoat. I mean, it must be cold.
I had a lot of layers, I'll be honest, for that Swansea game. I counted it afterwards. I was wearing 7 layers, no word of a lie.
And this is from a man who's going to Millwall on his own on the train.
Asking for trouble. Yeah, it was a man of the people.
That's a lovely ball
over the top. This is a chance for the Blades.
Sander.
Surely it's 1-0. Sander can get a shot away. Oh, it's over the keeper. It's followed by Rhys Norton Davis. It's 1-0. Is it flagged? Is it flagged?
It's offside, Hal.
I want to see that again, Adam. I want to see that again.
So do I.
It's off.
It is correct.
But it's very, very tight. Nice little finish from Rhys Norton Davis.
It was, but half a yard, if that, offside.
Oh, that's a shame. That would have been deserved, I feel, from the early possession, pressure and chances. The Blades have been all over Blackburn. It was very, very tight. And who knows, from the angle we saw it at, Adam, you can't be 100% certain, can you?
Well, I'm happy rather than that ridiculous system to just get on with it. You get some go for you, some go against you. I've got initial thoughts is I've got no complaints. Although that looks offside at the other side.
Exactly what I was about to say. This is the first real venture forward for Gallagher, and he's turned Egan far too easily. He's got past him, puts that cross in. It looked like it went out. Referee says, we'll play on. It's got to be the whole ball. And, there we go. They'll put it out.
Oh, he's given a free kick. He's given a free kick now.
Anyway from Blackburn. They obviously felt, we should just kick this out, and Lenihan did.
No, he was fouled. It's a free kick.
Absolutely. Free kick. Rest brought it back. We're on 11 minutes and 9. Tony Mowbray, the manager of Blackburn, done a pretty decent job. It is a free kick for Blackburn. And Khadra, we're going to try and get things moving there, but obviously the ball was perhaps still moving. Is that what he's saying?
It was about 3 blades of grass from where he should have taken it from.
Yeah, right. Very fussy officiating from the referee today, who didn't go down too well when he refereed our match against Millwall. Matthew Donoghue from Greater Manchester, his 25th game of the season, only given 1 penalty. That was for the Blades in that 2-1 defeat at home to Millwall. Free kick comes in. It's a poor one. He also refereed, Adam, our 4-0 defeat against West Brom.
Yeah, well, the less said about that, the better.
Yeah, for Michael Verrips, certainly. Rothwell gets a shot away. It's dragged and it never really looked convincing at all from Rothwell. It was a really poor bit of play, though, from the Blades to even give him that chance, Adam.
Yeah, he's just a bit sloppy. Took their eyes off it. I think the header out was tried to be a little bit clever. Tried to find Billy Sharp with the header rather than just sort of dealing with it. But no harm done in the end.
You do feel like things like that, giving the ball away so cheaply, if the Blades do get promotion, those are the kind of things against Man City, for example. You give a ball away like that to Bernardo Silva, you're sitting at 1-0 down, but Rothwell, not the same danger. Here's Fleck. Yeah. Can he set up?
Go yourself,
Gibbs White. Oh, he took too long, didn't he, Fleck? It was telegraphed. And Blackburn read it. Look how many yellow shirts are back, Adam.
Yeah, they're sitting deep, which is what we expected. Their talisman up front is not playing, so they're coming for a point and hoping to nick it.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the Hull match. Also a midweek game that Nick, myself and Adam all went to. It was great to all meet up. First time we've all been together. And here is Morgan Gibbs-White. Oh, I don't know what, since that knock, he's taken a couple of touches, which he'd like to do again and get back, because they've not been Morgan Gibbs-White of what we used to. Where's messing about, waiting for Gallagher to get really close. Then he did pass it quite comfortably, and Good will bring it away to Sander, who's going to have that turn inside to Oliver Norwood. We're on halfway. Chance for the Blades to start building something down this right-hand side. Berger's sitting deeper than he did against Swansea, and he switches that ball over to Rhys Norton Davis. It's a fantastic pass. It's absolutely crisp. Heavy touch from Fleck. Gets a second bite at it after a poor cross. It's going to fall to Jackie Long throw. Terrible, terrible touch and an even worse
Wouldn't have reached.
Oh, that was a shot so bad. Don't worry, Hal. You won't be on your own. Ron, you're a good man.
Hasn't got a right boot, has he?
No, neither have I. My right foot is my chocolate foot because it goes to pieces in the box. Adam is one of the few people that knows that's true, because Adam and I were on the same football team at university. And Adam saw me play football.
Yes, again, we'll move, like that West Brom performance. We'll move on very quickly.
Do you know what, though, I did like about when we played football in our team? I didn't score many, but when I did, people celebrated with me. Like, they were so happy for me. It was really nice. It's almost like they felt sorry for me.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about it, but I do remember the rivalry with the team with the yellow shirts on. Who in the cup we got we beat them in a penalty shootout, and I was in goal, and I was given advice to stop moving early and just follow the ball, stare at the ball, and move.
You didn't
And
do
it
that when I
worked.
scored an own goal, did you? Do you remember that?
Well,
It was a back pass, which I didn't think had too much on it. Straight in.
yeah.
I still have nightmares about that. Right foot.
It was a good afternoon out, Hal. That's all
It was
that
a good
mattered.
afternoon now. We lost a lot more games than we won.
And a Celtic lookalike kit, if I remember rightly.
God, I don't remember our kit at all.
Green and white hoops.
Was it? Are you sure?
was.
Was that a fever dream? Have you had a fall?
No, I wasn't. And the team name, well, it's a family channel, so we'll reveal that after 9:00. Let's just say it was PSV, and you can add something on the end to
I
remember
can't
the
even
rest of the team
remember.
name.
I played for 3 years on 3 different teams, and I can't remember the name of our team at all. There we go. Both played out, and that's going to be a goal kick. While we're yakking, you've missed absolutely nothing. It's been the first real lull in play. I played on another team in my second year, the best team I played on, full 11-a-side, grass pitches. We were sponsored by a pub called the Baileys, and so we were Real Baileys, and I played left wing all season for Real Baileys against some really good players. I played against a chap who became professional, Moses Ashakodi.
Okay.
Remember the name? Does it ring any
No.
bells? Okay.
No. Remember, we were at the university at the same time as Stuart Atwell.
The referee.
Football referee, yeah.
Was he in our year?
Yes, our year, yeah. He was in the same. Well, do you have years in universities? But he was studying at the same time. He was studying at the same time. It's not, many different ages.
Moses Ashakodi, Bobby in the background, doing bits. See, I'm not just making stuff up. Thanks, Bobby. I've no idea why we played against him.
I don't know how. He played one game for Rangers.
Yeah, he was really good. That's why I remember him. Right, Bobby. Thank you.
Okay, right. I'm in the background again.
He's in the background. He's doing his bits. Love it. Right, let's get back to the action. Although you've missed nothing until I tell you
waste of a free kick.
Wasted free kick again for the Blades, just beyond halfway on this right hand side. We're at 16:45. If you are just joining us, it's at 0-0. Reece Norrington-Davies having a goal disallowed. Go on, Bobby.
He played internationally.
I tell you, he was good. Yeah,
he played for Antigua and Barbuda.
Well, haven't we all? I played with another lad who played with Sean Wright Phillips.
That's not the same, I don't think.
Okay, it's not the same. That's why
it's
I
not the same category.
Here's a chance for Blackburn on this right-hand side. Kadra's going to deliver a decent ball in. It's going to be the first corner given away by Charlie Good. And he didn't get the call there, Adam, but he perhaps...
No, safety first.
He's saying, I didn't know if I could have left that or not. So you're right, safety first. I actually think he did the right thing.
He did, because if he had have left it, there was a man, behind him. He did the right thing, got it clear.
Yeah. Gallagher, who was behind him, who has his 6 goals this season. It's nowhere near Ben Brereton Diaz, but I tell you, one of the few teams that we're playing when they're weakened this season. We seem to have played teams when they're at their strongest. And you only have to look at the fact that, these rearranged games against QPR and Middlesbrough are really going to hurt us because we're without 4 players that we would have had for those games. That's a poor ball brought in low. Referee thinks about giving a free kick to the Blades, but instead they'll just let things run as it's cleared out for a throw into Blackburn Rovers about 10 yards away from halfway on this right-hand side for the Blades, left-hand side for Blackburn. But then again, you probably know how football works. Don't need me to explain that bit.
Yeah, these postponed games are interesting. I was reading an article from a Bournemouth fan regarding the big fallout that Bournemouth Forest was called off and it wasn't played a day later, and the conspiracies that Bournemouth have 7 players missing. And I'm just looking at the times when we had COVID, when we played Hull, how many of that Hull side were missing when we were scheduled to play them. And yes, it was 0-0, and it's a point, but I'm going to break off because the Blades are coming forward with Sander 𝐍𝐸𝐻 looking to find Billy Sharp.
It's a miss!
How has he missed? Billy Sharp, that should be 1-0. If you want someone to have a header 8-9 yards from goal, in front of goal, you want it on Billy Sharp's head. He had to do nothing with it other than put it a yard either side of the keeper, and he's put it a yard either side of the post. It's a gorgeous ball from Sander 𝐍𝐸𝐻 in.
Unmarked.
And Billy Sharp at 7-8 yards out and has to score.
He's missed a few this season, hasn't he? I know he's brilliant, but he has missed some chances that you'd say, if that fell to Billy Sharp, we score there. Well, they have, and he's missed some Billy Sharp-like chances. That was gilt-edged. That should be 1-0, and I am shocked. I'd have had my house on Billy scoring that.
Yes, that's a big miss.
Oh,
That
it's
is
a huge.
big
If we don't
miss.
win this game, Adam, we look back at that chance.
We look back at that a bit like the Robinson header against Hull.
Yeah, definitely.
Amongst other chances, then he's left a foot in there as well. That was a little bit. Yeah,
I'm not having
a free
that.
kick.
I'm
Let's give it a free kick.
Nothing too bad about that. Matthew Donahue,
No.
who
It's a foul. It's a foul.
received a whole article about his terrible performance by the Star against Millwall. But here's that ball again, crossed in. We're seeing a replay, and Billy is completely free. And what you've got to do there is you've got to head it back from where it came, and he didn't do that. He tried to go far post.
The goalkeeper's stranded, Hal.
The keeper was not saving that. So if Billy heads that back from the way it's crossed, he almost certainly scores.
He does. He does. If he hits the target, he almost certainly scores.
Yeah, because keeper's flat-footed. Really surprised at his choice there. I thought that was the wrong option. Billy Sharp, though, last 7 starts, he's done exceptionally well, but he has missed chances this season.
But it was a gorgeous ball from Sanderberg. That's one of the best crosses I've seen, but we've given it away midfield sloppily here.
Here's a chance for Blackburn, long range shot, is it in? Ooh!
Just wide.
Wow, that was a really, really good effort. Blackburn just starting to come forward. They are missing 2 of their star players. But
it's
John
lazy
Egan.
from Egan. Lazy.
It was Gallagher who made the challenge, and then this chance just on the edge of the box and drags it. But I have to say, Wes didn't look that confident.
No, but I think on target,
I think he beats Wes. I think Wes is just slightly too far centre.
Maybe.
So if that had been in the bottom corner, I think that would have nestled. But anyway, it wasn't, so we don't need to worry about it.
No, so we're going to play out from the back again. I'm not a fan of this all the time. I think we do need to mix it up from time to time. And as Egan goes along, just right on cue. Balls up, nods it back, but Sanderberg can't get there, and he wins the header. It's offside. George Baldock gets a bit slow in getting back there, really. Shouldn't be caught offside.
I've got to say, Sander has started really well. Every pass has been crisp. Every pass has been accurate. His crosses have been spot on. He's carrying on, Adam, from where he left off.
He is. Can we have the yellow ball back anyway? I like that yellow ball. Look, we've got a great record with the yellow ball. Bring it back.
I like the foam. Do you remember the foam yellow balls you'd play with indoors?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I used to love them. Get them involved.
Yeah. But
no,
Blackburn.
You know the balls you could get from a petrol station, and you could ping them. And you look like Roberto Carlos, however you hit them. They'd add a bit of swaz on. I would love to see a professional game played with those. It's a nice little touch from Morgan Gibbs-White to John Fleck. We're on 22, bang on the nose. Fleck is going to try and beat 2 men, decides to bring it back and then fire it out onto this left-hand side, looking for Reece Norrington-Davis. Has Jackie Long throw as an option. Oh, and I think the ref says it's gone out. No, he's given a free kick, has he? What for that? Was it handball or offside?
Offside.
How can he be offside there? And if he is offside, that's criminal. You've got to check your line. You've got to check your run. He can't. I'd like to see that again. You're not going to get a replay of that, of course, because it's not that contentious. No. But he didn't look offside from. Obviously, it's a terrible angle for us, but he didn't look it.
Looks a few in there tonight. Hal, that looks a bit more populous than against Hull.
Oh, unnecessary push from Reece Norrington-Davis. Why did he do that?
I don't know. And he's headbutted the
well, that'll really have hurt. And I thought there was absolutely no need. He isn't going to get to the ball, your man Yambe. And there was absolutely no need. That was just nasty.
Yeah, that was poor.
Yeah, it was poor. If you see it again, they're both. He's got eyes on the ball. Why did he do that?
Yeah, he's kind of.
He hit
momentum of both players. Laptop. Well
catch that man. Cameraman caught his own laptop. That's how hard Yambe was pushed by Reece Norrington-Davis. A little bit of nasty and totally unnecessary.
Yeah, you could say it was a bit totally wicked of Norrington-Davis. See what I've done there. If you see the back,
is he onside? It doesn't matter anyway because the shot is. I think it's offside.
It's offside.
Yeah, you've seen it again. But what a shocking finish that was.
And yeah, that's offside.
I think they're playing a 3-4-3, Adam. The way that it's
and they've
worked out.
For the first sort of 15 minutes behind the ball, they've now grown into the game. They've got to 0-0, and they're starting to look more threatening. And we need to ride this out for 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, that was Khadra with the shot, which was really poor. I think that you got Khadra, Buckley, and Gallagher across that front. Then in the midfield, Yambe, Travis, Rothwell, and Pickering, Wharton, Van Heck, and Lenihan at the back with a 3. They've sort of matched up that 3-for-3 at the back against the Blades, and more so as well up top. You see that when we push forward, have 3 really with Sander, Morgan Flicks-White, and Sharp.
Yes. Well, that's an aimless ball forward again. I've just lost
Kaminski's
that.
happy with that.
Just lost that. Oh, ooh, Sharp nearly cut out a pass there. Look at getting excited, but the in behind him now down this right wing. We need to close him down here. He's looking really lively. He's gone straight past Robinson as though he's not there. He's pulled it back. Still pinging about the box and
get it away.
No,
terrible clearance. Shot from range.
Straight into Wes, but it's all too easy down that right hand side. Norrington Davis not having a great game defensively, and that's twice that he's just gone to the byline and just kept running and looks a real threat. And that was a better cutback. And luckily we had enough bodies back to deal with it, but that could have been so different.
Yeah, Jack Robinson gets completely foxed by Cadra, who played so well at Ewood Park. And that clearance from Norwood was criminal. We really got away with that. They've been buoyed, Blackburn, by our poor passing.
Down the right.
Another example again. Here's that ball coming in. Is it going to be cleared by Egan? Yes, but only as far as the edge of the box. And luckily, Sander is there. But this is poor. United missing those early chances when we could really have been 2, maybe 3 up. Sander's going to come past 1, come past 2. Oh,
that's
he's
a foul,
fouled.
referee.
He's fouled.
Could be a booking as well.
5 yards out. Adam, you're better at numbers than me.
Yeah, it's about 30 yards, just over 30 yards. Yeah, so 30, 35 yards. And it is a booking for Rothwell. Quite right.
First one of the game, Matthew Donoghue.
Yeah, so it puts him to 98 for the season. So he's probably going to bring up his ton today before the game's out, I would think.
That's why he's stats man, Adam. Absolutely. Matthew Donoghue, 98 yellows. That's a huge amount. 6 reds he's given and 1 penalty. He refed our 4-0 loss at West Brom and our 2 undefeat at home to Millwall, in which he gave his only penalty of the season for the Blades. Scored, Adam, by...
I've had a mind block.
Sir William of
course. Of course,
it's not a trick question, mate.
No, I was looking at why Blackburn put 5. They put 5 in the wall here.
Have they seen our free kicks? When was the last time we scored from a free kick? Can you indirect or direct?
That's probably going back to James Beattie, isn't it?
That draw against
but I think
Wednesday.
it is. I think it is.
You're kidding.
No, directly from a free kick. I think we're going back 6, 7. Yeah, I think we're going back that long.
Put it in the comments, Blades. Here is that free kick. It's indirect. It's taken out onto this right-hand side. Chance to get that ball in by George Baldock. He's made it fairly obvious what he's going to do. But it works really well, and it's another corner, surely? Or is it Egan that got the last touch?
I think Egan got the last touch on that.
Right, so my buddy at work, Adam, who's also called Adam, said to me, how do you know if it's a direct or indirect free kick?
So the referee raises his hand if it's...
No. I mean, when the foul is made, how would you decide which is a free kick that's direct or indirect?
So indirect is when it's for obstruction, isn't it?
So this is it. This is what I said. And then I started to question and doubt myself. And I thought, we've been watching football for over 30 years. How do I not know this instantly? And I thought I'd just ask you and see if you knew it instantly. But I started to doubt myself.
Yeah, indirect for obstruction. And also for a back pass is an indirect free kick.
Yes, absolutely.
And you can have indirect free kicks in the penalty box, a la Peter Unlove at Preston.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah, okay.
But was it direct?
Fleck at Hillsborough.
But it was flicked back to him, so he's not direct. This is the debate. Is it so? Direct is, from setting
foul.
It up. I do agree. Fleck at Hillsborough, absolutely. But
it was
it
was set
so
up.
I think we're talking actually purely just hitting it from the tee into the top corner.
Yeah, we're not having Fleck because it was indirect.
Anyway.
So this is a foul by John Egan. It's a really poor challenge on Gallagher. He's made no effort to get the ball whatsoever on 28-11. If you are trying to keep up with us, if we're ahead, you can pause us. It's very simple to do. On YouTube, simply pause and you'll be bang on level. If you're watching on Sky, you can pause that and get level because I've given you that time check. I'll give you another one at 28, 23, 24, 25. There you are, 0-0. Free kick, 40 yards out for Blackburn Rovers. Pretty much dead centre. Wes has organised a 2-man wall, which looks very unimpressive. And I don't think they'll be too intimidated. Rothwell will be able to get this one over. No real question over who's going to take this. Only one man standing over it. Adam, nervous?
No, not nervous. I just wondered why we're wasting 2 men on the wall.
Yeah, it is a waste, but so's the free kick. A header that just goes behind the goal. And we're at 0-0 still. And I have to say, this game started all Blades, 80% possession to 20%. Quick maths. And since then, Blackburn have just come into this game, particularly down the right-hand side, and the Blades passing from some of the players who don't normally misplace passes, a la Norwood, has been sloppy.
It has, but Norwood's second half against Hull was his passing was abysmal.
First half, he was
No,
fantastic.
Yeah, and then you see what he can do with the Gibbs-White goal against Swansea, the first goal, that gorgeous 70-yard ping over the top. But yeah, we need to get a grip of this.
An answer to the last direct free kick scored for Sheffield United. Does anyone know? We are scratching our heads and we cannot remember. Adam says James Beattie against the Pigs at Bramall Lane. We're not having Fleck away because it was rolled to him. So that's indirect. But a direct free kick? Can't think of one.
It's tough, isn't it?
We should know this. You should definitely know this.
Hang on. I think I might have had a moment of inspiration.
Alan Woodward.
No. Ollie Norwood against Aston Villa, first half.
I thought Norwood.
4-1 win.
Yeah, Norwood Villa rings a bell in the Championship.
Near post, cut it, curl it right-footed into the near post.
Has that not been one since then? Nothing in the 2 seasons in the Prem? You might be right. Norwood would have been my guess if my gun to my head and had to think of one. That's the one I would have said as well.
It must be.
Well, between us, we might have got the answer. If you know, pop it in the comments, but it's not an easy question. And I think it just goes to show how poor our set pieces, which is something that they can work on, have been over the past few years. It's not been good enough. And I remember one thing that Blackwell was good at was creative set pieces. It was the rest of the football I didn't enjoy.
Yeah, there we go. We need a goal here now. We need to settle the nerves. We need to get a grip, get control of the game for 5 minutes. Really stamp our authority on it, because we're letting them play and they're passing through the midfield. And
foul on Jackie Long throw by Khadra. Just clipped his heels.
He's causing problems.
He's causing us problems, just like he did at Ewood Park, Adam.
Yeah.
Hasn't Morgan Gibbs-White scored one?
I don't recall. A direct free kick.
Great goal against Cardiff, but it wasn't.
It did.
A free kick. Norwood disallowed versus Villa in the Prem, says Mark. We are poor at them. Yeah, I think that's our point, really, isn't it? And the fact that we can't instantly, between all of us watching, and our two tiny brains can't remember one, says it all.
Gibbs-White hit the bar with one earlier in the season. I want to say Reading away. Possibly not. But he did hit the bar with a free kick.
Yeah, I think it was Reading away. Did he score one against Peterborough? I can't remember now who scored in that game. I know Illiman and Dye scored. Sharp didn't score. Osborne scored.
Osborne got 2, didn't he?
Johnson Clark Harris scored for them. God, this is tough. You're not missing anything in this game. It's 0-0. It's sort of pitted out from that very promising start for the Blades. We've got a 150th appearance from John Egan in this one, a 50th appearance from Sander. Oh, and that's a little bit lazy from Jack Robinson. Just allowed Khadra to get tight to him. And I think Khadra versus Jack Robinson, there's only one win.
Yeah, Robinson's he's panicking now. This is the side of Jack Robinson we don't like to see, is that when he's pressed and he's been skinned a couple of times down that side, he's got the ball, he's like, oh, I need to get rid of this, and he's panicking, and he's catching because Sander Berge's lost it in midfield as well now.
Absolutely, Sander's first ball. That's a foul by Oliver Norwood on Gallagher. I think Jackie Robinson knows that Khadra's got the better of him, and this could be another yellow card. Referee Donohue's going to think about it. He's going to give the free kick. That's definite on 33:03. They're demanding a card, Blackburn, and I think they might be talking him into it. Then again, he might think better of it. For me, this was one that I think Oliver knew what he was doing, and he's just put a little hand on the shorts. He's saying I've not touched him, but I think he did.
He did touch him. It's whether he was trying to pull out of. He's trying to kid the referees, knows what he's doing, but almost making it look like, no, I'm just pulling out of that one. It was like made it look like an accidental clash of legs, and I think he's got away with it.
He's got away without the booking, hasn't got away with a free kick. It's a very similar position to the last one that they had. I think Khadra fancies this one. They won't leave it to Rothwell this time because Khadra's been stepping back.
What? That's ridiculous.
I think Khadra's going to go for goal, and I don't know if Khadra's a good free kick taker, but I'll tell you what, from what I've seen of Khadra already in 2 games, this boy can play, so this worries me.
But you look where the wall is. The wall is 5 yards outside, so this must be all of 35 yards from goal. You can't tell me you need a 3-man wall.
He's going top left, I know it. Oh, and he did. Wow, and it's over. Oh, my. Top left as the keeper looks at it, and That was close. It ripples the net, but it's the top of the net. And Khadra, I like the look of this player. If we could take a few players from the Championship for next season, he's one on my list.
Interesting.
And you know my lists get seen. That's a free kick, is it? Oh, I think he's going to give a throw-in instead.
The Hull list.
It's an important list.
Head of recruitment.
I won't go that far. Here's Morgan Gibbs-White. He's going to take a neat touch there. That's a great ball into Willie Sharp. Is it slightly overrun?
Yeah, it's like he's walking in glue. He just couldn't get his legs going quick enough, and it was just too far wide.
Nice idea.
There's a bit of zip on the surface, though, Hull. If it's, I mean, my laptop's telling me that rain's coming, but it has said that for the last hour, and I don't rely on my
5 days. Adam, what are you talking about?
And I've got the curtains close. I don't know whether it's raining or not, but
someone's got curtains. Someone's doing well.
Absolutely.
I haven't got curtains here. This is just see outside.
Well, you are in the crime-free area of Leafy, Buckinghamshire, aren't you?
Leafy, Buckinghamshire, which, if you saw the Mirror today, said where a nuclear bomb would land were Russia to launch one, and I may need to come and live with you because I'm right in the middle of that. Oh, handball, was it? No, referee says no. Blackburn get away with one there as they dilly-dally and play it back to their keeper in his own box, launches one over halfway. Looking for Gallagher. Who else? He's the tall, rangy striker. That's missed in the middle. That ball bounced like one of those beach balls. And it's a ball played over the top. Oh, it's missed. Oh, it's missed by everyone. It's going to roll out for a throw-in. I thought that if Khadra got a touch on that, he'd have been in behind, and not for the first time, Jack Robinson.
Yeah, it's gone very scrappy, hasn't it?
It was a foul throw 9 times out of 10. But it's not being given. It looked like a foul throw to me anyway. Let's say that we have to just carry on with the action because there's no way it's going to be given now. Ball crossed in. Good one. And it's headed bizarrely back across the face. Jack Robinson likes to take a chance, doesn't he?
Well, that's the second time. We had Charlie Good earlier on and then Robinson now. Now, Wes, for me, should be shouting away, away. You should be able to... Yeah. And it looks like there's a lack of communication from Wes there, which we've not seen in recent weeks. With all the clean sheets, there doesn't seem to be a communication issue, but that's twice today. That's been noticed by me. I've got my eagle eye on it.
It's on your list.
Is Wes not talking?
Is Wes not talking? Big questions being asked as Travis will make that ball across the midfield, and it's one well in the air but by the blades, and Morgan Gibbs-White will lay it back to Fleck, and then Fleck fires it straight at Morgan Gibbs-White. What the earth was he supposed to do with that? Oh, that's a late one in on Reece Norrington-Davis. Referee's going to let it go, and it's a poor ball forward. It'll be dealt with quite easily by Lenihan. Blackburn are just launching that ball long. It's not pretty football, but Gallagher, they're hoping can get something on it. He gets a poor touch on it, and Oliver Norwood will just control things, and we'll try and calm things down with Charlie Good.
That's a good ball. Come on, Sander. Take him on. Sander's on the right wing. He's looking to go.
Oh, he's past Wotton. Right. Can he get past his second man? I think he is. I think he's going to beat him.
Skill.
Oh, good shot.
Yes.
Oh, third time.
Back into the goalkeeper. Oh, when your luck's not going, that hits the keeper. It bounces back off the Blackburn defender and straight into the arms of the keeper when that could have gone anywhere. But Sander Berge, this is absolutely superb. Strength, muscle, jinking in and out, a lovely ball out. The goalkeeper's doing what no goalkeeper should do, and that's parry it back into the middle of play. And then it's George Baldock trying to put a left foot volley in after his
fancied.
Yeah,
he fancied it. Yeah, I mean the thing is the Kaminsky goalkeeping there was not exactly convincing, but Sander on the right, I've said it a few times on these. He does so well when he's on that right hand side. Really does maraud forward with confidence, pace, and power. Here's a chance for Blackburn. Back heel in that box. Poor clearance. Blades will try and do something away.
It's a foul, referee. It's a foul. Clever.
Van Heck just got his foot in on Billy. I don't know necessarily if I'd be happy if that had been given against my team. I thought that Billy knew exactly what he was doing, realised he wasn't going to be able to hold it up, and threw himself to the ground. And Van Heck absolutely apoplectic with rage that Matthew Donoghue, the referee, has given that one.
But that's brilliant. That's good play from Billy. He knows how to play the referee. He's seen the sort of free kicks it's been given. He knows he gets there first. He basically stands still, let the defender make contact with him, go down. He's getting a free kick. We've just passed it back like it's a charity match there.
Yeah. Jeff asking if Paul Coots got a free kick. Direct free kick. Can you remember one?
I don't remember one.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen.
It doesn't. As
you get to our age, the things that you asked me about 97 not a problem. Things you asked me about 7 days ago, problem. That's just the way it is. We've had 8 shots. Blackburn have had 4. I think the Blades' shots have been much more convincing. I did think we had the ball in the back of the net legitimately, but it was disallowed. If you are just joining us, Reece Norrington-Davies offside. Adam fairly convinced that he was offside. I'm not necessarily disputing that, but I'd like to see it from an angle that's straight rather than the angle we were given. It'll be a throw into the Blades on this left-hand side. 39-39 on the clock. Billy Sharp, what have you made of his first half, Adam?
Quiet, Mr. Sitter. Other than that, being quiet. Should have scored. Should have made it 1-0.
Definitely.
Billy Sharp, if you'd wanted to fall to him.
Oh, we've got Sander pulling up. That looks like a hamstring. It looks like it's gone.
No, it's not a hamstring. No, it's
he's
not a
limping.
hamstring.
He's limping.
He's limping.
Are you sure it's not a hamstring? Because there was no one near him.
I'm sure it's not a hamstring. I think his studs got stuck in the turf just as he was trying to turn on the ball. I think he's just temporarily stretched a little, but
Adam,
didn't go down straight away like a hamstring.
I very much hope you're right, because Sander is still limping. If there's one thing we can't have, it's a serious
He wouldn't be moving
injury.
like that. He wouldn't be moving like that.
It doesn't look comfortable
with a hammy. Yeah, but you wouldn't be moving like that with a hammy, Hal.
No, he wouldn't, because he's had serious issues with his hamstring. He's still not running comfortably.
There's a chance for us to break now.
Go on, Billy, use it.
Billy holding it up. He's coming very deep again, Billy. He's
too deep.
He's won a free kick again. And, he's fallen down. What's wrong with him?
Nothing. We're on 40-45. If you'd like a time check, it is, of course, still 0-0. Very scrappy now, this game.
It is.
Not good. What do we think is wrong with Sander? Because he doesn't look happy. Adam convinced his hamstring's okay. I think you're probably right, because he wouldn't be running at all. Certainly not with the history he's had. But I am worried about that.
Oh, it's a good badge from Jackie. He's gone down a good old-fashioned elbow in the back from Jackie Longthrow there.
The dark arts. Adam loves the dark arts.
Oh, brilliant.
You love your Reece Norrington-Davies pushing players into the advertising hoardings, your elbows into the back. I don't like any of that nonsense.
I just think... I just wondered why he'd gone down all of a sudden like he'd been absolutely shot. But it was an elbow in the back from Jackie Longthrow. Free kick to the Blades. Come on,
Fleck. It's left on left action. Oh, it's going to be headed away. I think the keeper Kaminsky called for that, but Van Heck was not going to take any chances. It's another corner for the Blades. What an opportunity this is if the delivery can be as good as it was for that header for John Egan a little earlier on. It's a nice cross from John Fleck. It was looking for Billy Sharp, who applauds the cross. And got to say, this one is, for me, a big chance. On 52, bang on 52 now, 0-0. It's going to be taken by Oliver Norwood. Oh, it's another good delivery. Get that header on it. Oh, it was looking for good, but he couldn't. Why couldn't he hit it back across?
Just too high for him.
Frustrating. Yeah. Good chance.
He's beat the keeper, and it's just a little bit.
He jumped a bit too early.
He's always going back though from that angle.
Yeah, it's too high.
If it'd been another yard further back, that'd have been a really good opportunity.
You're not wrong. Well, we're approaching half time. I have to say I'm disappointed at this. I think we really should have taken the lead in this game. Yeah, it should be. That Billy Sharp chance will haunt us if we finish this game 0-0. I don't like necessarily the amount of chances we are missing, but also I'm buoyed by the fact we're just not conceding goals. Last time we conceded at Bramall Lane, 30th of October. It's incredible. Such a long time ago. And it's not really like we've ever looked like conceding since then either.
Yeah, don't speak too soon, mate. Don't speak too soon.
Just a fact at the moment.
I mean, we could have conceded again. Was it West Brom where they had the guy clean through on goal and decided that he was just going to stop?
George Baldock getting back, and Baldock just there getting back and conceding a corner. Blackburn haven't had too many in this game. Wes is organising his defence. They've got so many bodies. The way Blackburn are doing it, loads of bodies back, and when they attack forward for set pieces, loads of bodies forward. That's things that we've seen from them. Their game plan is so clear and obvious what they're trying to do. It is a short corner, which I'm slightly surprised at. Delivery's not bad. Norwood is going to win that, though, and it's going to go straight back, and decided to be left on this occasion. Khadra, a very clever player, looked at that, thought, I won't be able to get this down and cross it with too many players close. I'll leave it for the long throw of Pickering. He actually decides to go short on this occasion. Back to Travis. Travis will get it back again. Pickering, who could have had a yellow early doors in this game for an awful challenge on Sander. Khadra, will he beat his man? It's George Baldock, so slightly tougher, but he decides to lay it back. And this is just nice interchange. Beautiful play. This is really good play from Blackburn Rovers. It's going to be played on the edge of the box to Gallagher. Great challenge from Sander, who looks to be running that injury off. He looks okay now. Ball over the top, headed back again by George Baldock, who will again concede a corner. And Blackburn are finishing this half the stronger, Adam.
Yeah, they are. George doesn't look impressed there. It's just a look of, I'm dealing with like 3 people on my own out here. What's going on?
Yeah. George did not
playing
look
it around.
happy.
No, they're playing it around nicely. They're playing it in little triangles and just finding that man. A chance is around the corner, but yeah, this is an outswinging corner, but it's dealt with. Billy Sharp getting that away.
There's so many bodies back for the Blades. They do not want to let a goal in. It's a terrible time to concede, and it's over the top of their striker Gallagher, and it's Good who'll get it away, but only as far as Travis up against Berger. Back again, Rothwell. Can he launch a decent ball in? He's their set piece expert. It's going to be headed clear by Egan, but only as far as Pickering. And it's back out again to Cadra. Up against George Baldock. Oh, I think he gave George a chance to get a foot in there. He showed a lot of the ball to him. Oh, no, we can't get the boot in here. Don't foul. Finally gets that ball in. But again, it's only as far as the nearest man. And it's a volley over from Gallagher. Always leaning back, always going over. Only 1 minute of injury time. We're into that already. Before we get to half-time, I think Tony Mowbray will be absolutely delighted with the way that his team are playing. They've come here, I think, not to get a point, Adam. They're going to try and nick this 1-0 and sit on it. That's the way they're attacking.
Well, like I say, I think they've come for a point. That's the plan. Don't concede. And then hopefully when they do get on top in the game, which they're going to have a couple of spells, they look to get it 1-0. And if they do score, then they'll go back to the 11 men behind the ball. They've definitely come into it. It's been from a Blackburn perspective, they've been a decent half, but that's half. Is it half time? It is. Yep. We're not even going to play the full minute. Ref's had enough.
Yeah, Donahue wants to get in, get a warm Bovril under him at half time. 0-0. We'll get some thoughts at half time. We want your thoughts in the comments of what you've made of that. Should the Blades be a goal up? What will Paul Heckingbottom do? He hasn't yet made a change at half time, I believe, in his time in charge, Adam. I don't think he's ever done a sub at half time.
Oh, now you're testing me.
You're really trying
to catch me out with these stats.
I am. Well, you can say I don't know, but I don't remember him doing that. So I don't think he will make a change at the break. However, we can start getting in the comments. If there was to be a change in the second half, 50, 60 minutes onwards, what would you like to see? What do you think it would be? Adam, talk me through what you've made of that 45.
So started promising, lots of possession, 80% of possession, in the first quarter of an hour, creating opportunities. Reece Norrington-Davies having that goal disallowed. I believe he was fractionally offside. Billy Sharp missing a sitter. Blackburn then coming back into the game, causing problems. Cadra causing problems down the right-hand side, particularly for Jack Robinson. A couple of silly fouls given away. A few errant stray passes from the Blades. Blackburn really had the better of the second half of the first half, if that makes sense. I hope it's not going to be a repeat of the whole game and an inability to take chances. It's going to come back to bite us because overall on the balance of playing clear-cut chances, the Blades should be leading this at half-time.
Yeah, I can't dispute that at all. I'm going to bring Bobby in, who's been in the background. But Bobby, sorry, you've had to endure that first half. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Adam for the most part. I think the first 10 minutes, the Blades were playing really well. There was some really good stuff in there, some proper chances created, and could probably had about 2 goals. Like, if you take those chances, maybe that's a different game. But obviously, the back end of the half, you saw Blackburn take a bit more control. Cadra looking very dangerous, very dangerous. He's the key man, I think, tonight. Former Borussia Dortmund. And current Brighton, he's on loan at Blackburn. So possibly see him in the Prem in a couple of years' time because he's playing very well. Sam Gallagher up top as well, I think, is playing very well as well. Forcing challenges and getting free kicks. So, got to step it up, really.
Yeah, completely. Show us your mug. I don't mean your face.
Haha.
Adam, have you got one of those?
I haven't, no.
Unbelievable. We'll have a chat with that man in good Nick, try and sort something out. Nick asked me to pen a song for this channel. Bobby, I don't know if he mentioned this to you. I'm really struggling, so I want some help in the comments. But here's what I've got so far. Ingood is our gaffer. He leads us every day, making YouTube content the Sheff United way. Ole, ole, ole. That's a good start. I think we can all agree on that. Bobby looks impressed. So we need to build on that.
It wasn't bad.
Thank you. It's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
It wasn't great, though.
All right, let's leave the first bit in. I like that more. Yeah, let us know your review of that in the comments.
Bob is in the background, puts comments on the screen.
I need something to rhyme with that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You can't just do the first
team. Something to go with screen and team. You can see this one. So
Team.
I'm just throwing it out there. Don't shoot me down when I'm giving you an idea.
Bobby in the background. He puts comments on the screen. Something team. No, it works, Adam. I'm not disputing that. All right, well, this is maybe something for off air, but it's just something to think about. We're having an on-air, off-air meeting. So when we think about the second half and changes that could be made, Adam, I'm going to start with you. If you're Paul Heckingbottom, what would you do second half?
I'd give this another 20 minutes, how it is at the moment. I don't think we need to make any immediate changes. We don't need to panic. Then later on, it's looking at bringing pace into the game. Hopefully Blackburn starts to tire. Do you go strength or do you go for raw talent and hope? If you're going to bring a striker on, do you go McBurney for strength? Do you go Jebison for, to hopefully bring something? Do you bring Unday on to, Illiman and Unday on to support? I don't know. It's tough. I mean, we're all right at 0-0 at the moment. So
I'm just showing you the options on the bench as you're talking through.
Yeah.
So these are all the players that are on the bench.
I mean, I think realistically it's got to come from Jebison or McBurney to freshen it up top. But I think another 20 minutes, see how things go, because we're doing okay. It's if players start to tire. Ollie McChicken, there he is. Due a goal, isn't he?
Isn't he? Crikey. 8 goals for the Blades, one of them against Southampton in the League Cup. I was at that one. If you are just joining us for the very first time, it's normally slicker than this. But if you're wondering what all this is about, it was when we had that suits you, Bobby. It was when we had a viewer who had some chickens and wanted us to help name the chickens. And we asked in the comments for what the names could be. And the worst suggestions we got were Ollie McChicken and Lise Mooseegg. Because they were so bad, he loved them. And those are the ones that we've kind of held on to. There were some really good ones like Rob Cluck. Yeah.
Pecking Bottom.
Brilliant. Exactly that sort of thing. Anyway, Bobby, the last thing I want to do is start that again.
Yeah.
So we're not doing
true.
that.
That is true. It almost happened on the Millwall Watchalong and we couldn't do that.
So don't give us your suggestions for chicken names Blades related. We don't want them. It's rubbish. Get out. What we do want is we want you to subscribe to the channel, not only as a free subscriber, but if you could be a member, we'd love it if you could be a member. All of you that are watching for free, if you haven't paid your subs, you're not a member. You will remain around dodging freeloader. Be a member. We love you. Subscribers, we love you. Members, we just love you more. Also, this is a good point. I don't have a nickname. Bobby, what's that say?
That says Charlie Goodegg.
It's happening again. It's happening again.
Don't start it again. We can't.
No, we can't. Hal has no nickname. He wants one really bad, like Statsman, Nick, Bobby in the background, and all that. Lads. I mean, it's a good point. Are we genuinely getting Hoorah Hen? That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's good as well, Ollie McBurney. It's happening.
We're off again.
We don't want these. Stop sending these through. We don't want chicken-related footballs. You do not do it. We've got more important things to concentrate on. I asked for a nickname. I get nothing. I say, don't give us chicken-related blades. Inundated. We don't want it. The switchboards.
I've given you the nickname Leafy because you're from Leafy
That could apply to Bobby as well.
True.
But he's already in the background. He's already got a nickname. Yeah,
but it's not unique. You could give that nickname to everyone who lives in Buckinghamshire. Bobby is unique because he is Bobby. He is in the background. Morgan Egg Whites. That is absolutely.
That's a proper nickname. That
I don't think we'll ever top. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, Steve Hen Davis.
Brilliant.
Before we started.
What have we started? Bobby, I blame you for this. This is unreal. Also, we've seen more moose egg action on screen tonight than we have for Salernitana.
True. That's not gone very well, has it?
No.
He got 10 minutes against Milan at the weekend, didn't he?
Hender Stevens. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. Make it stop, Adam.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. Carry on.
Fine, you're enjoying it.
Keep going. Let's have a team.
Well, it means
a
that
whole
Bobby,
team full of them.
if we get a whole team of them, it just means that Bobby's got to make more of these.
Oh, lovely.
I think a Morgan Eggs White deserves to be made. I don't know how you'd make it, but that's your problem.
Put his face in egg white.
Oh, that works.
John Egan.
You could put him in the yolk, maybe.
Maybe.
Like a
fried egg.
Bald cluck. Okay, Steve, I think you peaked at Hen Davis.
This is halftime entertainment. This is like Super Bowl. This.
Vegan.
That's really bad as well. That one's so bad. I almost want that one.
Oh, what a nickname from Caldo.
That's good. Adam, I'm going to Millwall. Ask me how I'm getting there.
Oh, we know how you're getting there.
How am I getting there? Bobby, ask me how I'm getting there.
You're not having that line again.
Bobby, ask me how I'm getting there.
How are you getting there? How are you getting there?
Taking the train because I'm a man of the people. Kyle, just in from work. Oh, Helen, that day is too long. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if you didn't start work at 7 p.m, but you know what I mean. Just in from work, blown away and drenched in the latest storm. Is there another storm? What's this? What's this storm?
It's been about 3, hasn't there?
Yeah, so we've had Eunice, Franklin, but this must be G. Storm Gertrude or something. Please, can I have one of your wondrous first half recaps? I mean, Helen, we're talking nonsense now. You've missed the sensible stuff. We're big on. That's great, Jeff. That's really good. We're on. We're not on chicken-related Sheffield United players. And yeah, I do need another nickname. You're absolutely right. Remind us how to sign on, please. Ron, if you would like to become a member, you need to do it by hitting join on YouTube. You can do that on an Android device on your computer. Bobby, what can't you do it on?
You can't do it on any Apple products, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know.
I don't know either. I think they're having some sort of beef.
Yeah, maybe.
Great one, Matt. So we don't know. But Adam, I want you to help Helen because she's one of my favourites. I should be in charge of naming the next storm. Storm Hal. Adam, can you give a quick first half recap?
Yeah, first half, Blades dominated the first 15 minutes. Reece Norrington-Davies goal disallowed for offside. Billy Sharp missed an absolute sitter coming up to the 20-minute mark, a header from 7 yards in front of goal. All he had to do was hit the target. It had been 1-0. Then Blackburn came back into the game. Kedra causing problems down the right-hand side. Blades struggling to cope with him. And the game sort of petered out, really. Blackburn coming into it more. Blades needing to get a grip on it for the second half. Should be in front, but we're not. It's 0-0.
And some players fallen down the pecking order.
Not one of your finest, unfortunately.
Thanks a lot, lads. Okay, so we are not asking for egg-related Blades players. Stop sending those in. I cannot stress that enough. If you would like to become a member of the channel, hit join on YouTube. You've got several tiers that you can choose. Bobby.
Oh,
I've had a brainwave.
I'll be the judge of that.
In the academy, we have quite a good player. He goes by the name of Sidey Peck.
Oh, he's already got the chicken nickname.
He's already got the chicken name.
Nice. Is there anything you can do with Asula? He is so cooler. Anything you can do egg related with Will Asula?
Asupek.
Is there anyone that we can make the word omelette work? I can't do this while I'm talking.
Omelette.
There must be something. Thank you anyway, Adam, for doing that. So yeah, hit join. It's next to the subscribe button. You'll be given some options there. The lowest tier is the $4.99 option. If you do click that, I promise you now, all the money just goes back into the running cost of this channel. We basically break even. It'd be lovely to make a profit because then Bobby would get his 46 pence. I get my 47 and Nick gets his sort of 300 quid. And it'd just be really, really helpful to spread that wealth around. So far, Adam hasn't taken a wage. And it would be really helpful if we could spread some of that out. And the running costs are extreme. So everything you put in really helps. You also get access to some of our podcasts before anyone else by 7 days. Robin Omelette, last season's keeper. Is that Robin Olsen?
I think so.
Robin Olsen. He wasn't with us last season. I know it feels like a long season, Steve. Yeah, that one's terrible. You basically just use the first two letters. That's it. That's the only similarity.
First one letter.
Oh,
Yeah, I was going to say first one letter.
Well, yeah, but
Omelette, Olsen.
I'm dyslexic. Hope none of the under 23s get poached.
Oh, I bet that wasn't even meant to be intentional as well.
No, that's intentional. He knows what he's doing. He's not playing games. So if you would like to be a member, please do hit join. I've still not really got this sentence out, Bobby, and it would be tremendously helpful. You would support the channel. Here is the list of our current members who are contributing various different amounts. The fact that we have Jim Phipps in here, honestly, every time I see him, it makes me smile. It warms the cockles of my heart. A man who was so intrinsic and involved with the club, supports a fan channel. I think that says everything about Sheffield United.
Definitely. And we're massive. So
we're mighty, not massive. I remember Nick said massive recently and got so much grief. So, Bobby, I don't want you to fall into the same trap.
Okay.
Also, please nominate Bobby for the Non-League Bible Content Awards. We want him to win Best Content Creator. Tag him on Twitter, Omelette McChicken. David, we have a new low. The bar was pretty low, but...
Omelette McChicken.
As David is a member, he can say what he likes.
Well, look at this one. This one's a banger.
Callum, if you have to explain it, I'm not sure it works. Right, we're about to get back underway with the second half. If you don't think this is worth paying for, wowzers. Bobby, thank you. I'll let you return to the background. Bobby lives
no worries.
A little hole in the background. We've got, you know what? If you watch this, you don't have to listen to Lee Hendry. So, winner, chicken dinner. We're back underway. We've kicked off. We'll give you a time check when we get to 46. But for the moment, 0-0. Back with the Blades now kicking towards the Kop in this second half. Blackburn are wearing yellow and blue. I don't always think of them wearing Omelette Berg. I don't always think of them as yellow and blue. Sander Bergegg. Very good. Cluck Lester. His name's Jack.
Oh, dear. My head's scrambled, Hal. Sorry,
nice.
It's fried.
I can't cope with this, Matt. This is fantastic. This is better than when we actually did it for real, when we were trying to help a man name his chickens. These suggestions have been better. Very good work. John Peck, particularly strong. Got to say, Jeff's been very good at this. Ben Osmlet.
What?
Right, I'm going to give you...
So if it's got an O in it, we're turning the O into
46. Hang on. 48, 59, 6, 46. There's some bizarre counting there. 4603, 4604, 4605. Adam's the numbers guy. You should give the time checks, Adam. Too busy interrupting me.
Back to the game.
Well, now you can speak. You don't just even pause for you jumping. Don't say anything.
Come on, let's get going. Let's
throw in surely to the Blades. Actually, I said that more in hope than expectation. Yeah, I thought that was a Blackburn one. I thought it came off. Sander, hi lads. What we thinking about this match? Says Grant. Good to have you with us, Grant. KFC Edwards. Grant, if I'll be honest with you, the match has been the last thing on our mind for the last 15 minutes. I'm looking forward to Millwall. Adam, ask me how I'm getting to Millwall.
How are you getting to Millwall, Hal?
I'm getting the train, Adam, because I'm a man of the people. John Egan clears that one long. Oh, it looks like a push in the back. Sander with 47 bang on the nose as Egan will try and clear it again. Not so convincing that time. Sander's looking fine, running free. I'm glad it wasn't a hammy. Adam called it straight away when he went limping in that first half. And Morgan Gibbs-White needs to get more involved in this game, Adam.
Yeah, he's been quiet, hasn't he? He's been very quiet by his standards.
Oh, we had another great entry. George Bald Cockerell. I mean, you could just go with George Baldcock.
You could.
Don't write that. There's fried Eggeringham.
We're really going for it now.
We are scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's been amazing getting some of these suggestions in. Nick is missing all this by stupidly going to the game. What kind of fan is he? Ball played over the top as Blackburn looked to try and get Gallagher in, who was a real thorn in the Blades' side in the first half. Reece Norrington-Davis, the Saudi Arabia-born left wing-back, clears that ball up. It's read really well by Travis and not by the Blades, and this is going to be a chance.
This is danger.
This is very dangerous. A poor pass, though, to try and get things going on this left-hand side, and Pickering will have to use all his pace and skill to keep that in, which he does. He finds the danger man, Khadra. That's a great ball in, but of course it is. Oh, and that's a foul on Morgan Gibbs-White. Referee's going to let it go. Matthew Donoghue. We have a new member. Ron asked how to become a member, and then he went and did it. Adam, I'm going to add him to the list. Well, actually, Bobby, can you add him to the list, please? Have we got a ball on the edge of the box? Chance played in. Gallagher, is he going to get shots away? He's got men near him. Sanders going to come and play it back to Wes Foderingham, and a ball played back like I did to Adam when we played on the same team, except Adam led it underneath it, and I had an own goal against my name. It's Sander on this right-hand side. Can he use his power and his pace? We know how good he is on the right, but he's got no one in the box, so he can't cross the ball in.
Corner. Well done, Sander.
He did really well because he couldn't just cross that in, and we've got to stop yoking around.
And that's a turn of pace. Oh dear, that's a turn of pace from Sander that I've not seen before. He was playing it back to Wes Foderingham on his own 18-yard line, and then he seemed to be getting on the pass on the halfway line. I mean, what was going on?
Ian, fantastic. Paul Pexy, Salido, great stuff. Man of the match so far, says Callum. I would say Lys Mousset. Ball on the edge. It's going to played out to John Flem. Not giving him man of the match at 49 minutes. Is it going to fall here kindly to the Blades? It's headed back in. I think it was. Pickering might be wise to let that one roll out, but instead he clears it for a throw in, and we're going to have a chance to get things going. I thought maybe a Charlie Good throw could be the order of the day here. Baldock might be taking. He says, "Nah, we don't need a long throw, Charlie." I think we do. I think that he should have let Charlie have that one.
Yep, he should have done, but Baldock's got a chance now to get a good ball in. It seems to be light on bodies in the middle. Only two men in the middle. That's just lofted to the goalkeeper. Billy Sharp's not going to win those. That's a terrible ball in. But very light on bodies in the box. That's worrying. But Blackburn are breaking forward here. They've got a man over on the right-hand side. Hopefully it's too long. No, he's kept it in. Attacking Jackie Robinson. Cross comes in. Oh, it hits no. Was that Norwood it hit? No, Norrington Davis. Egan nonchalantly gets it clear. Oh, it's a terrible. Oh,
Blades getting away with this.
He's gone very
rebound off Gibbs-White for a throw in.
Very Sunday morning football, hasn't it? Just boot
Stuart says, in the air. Jade Hen Bogle. Charlie Good Egg. It's not bad, that actually.
Not bad.
It's not bad. I don't dislike that. I think I've
missing
got a lot of
time for that. Missing Bogle though, aren't we?
Yeah, we are missing Jade Hen Bogle. Big time. He's out for 6 months. Do you be right back ready, as you said, Adam, for the Premier League?
Absolutely. An extra week's rest. That's what it's all about.
Fine. Poultry Heckingbottom. If you say poultry... If you have just joined us, you're watching the Sheffield United Way. We are doing a watch-along for Sheffield United against Blackburn Rovers. You would be forgiven for not knowing that. Goals scored in 46 to 60 minutes. The most this season is Stoke, Duck, followed by Blackburn with 12. Stoke having 13. That's just popped up on our screen. So if you are watching overseas, that might not be on your feed. We're on Sky Sports Main Event. You can also watch this one on Sky Sports Football. Oh, I think good felt that one. He's been totally suckered in, and Khadra can get away from his man here. It's a great ball across. Oh, I tell you what, if Gallagher was on his heels, that should be 1-0. And Blackburn are finished the first half the way they started the second, Adam.
He is causing us major problems. The one player you can't give time and space to. He's just breezed past Baldock. I wasn't there. It's a gorgeous ball in. Luckily, he's not on the end of it, which he could have been out. It's a good couple of yards in front of him looking back on it, but what a gorgeous ball in. He's running the show. It's a worry. Can we take him off?
David McGoldchick. Adam's a hard man to please, though. As that ball played into Berger, he's so clever. He reads it and he turns. I don't think he fouled his man at all. The Blackburn man knows he's lost Berger, so he's going to go down clutching his knee. Berger plays a nice ball into Fleck. I'd rather have seen Sander carry on, but he's going to give it to Fleck, and it's going to take a bobble. There's a chance for another rebound. Poor goalkeeping. Morgan Gibbs-White, and again,
straight at him.
Straight at him. Could have put it anywhere else. Kaminsky, though, looked fairly unconvincing with that first shot, which I didn't think was too dangerous. But Fleck had that sighter from 35 yards out on his left. It did bobble just in front of him.
It did bobble, but he's again pushed, from goalkeeping perspective, he's pushed the ball out into the middle of the play. The fault I had of Yeah, that was a fault I had of Aaron Ramsdale when he first started at Bramall Lane, was doing that far too often. Yeah, I know. But
I've lost a lot of respect for Aaron after his interview with Ben Foster.
Yeah, but he's as a goalkeeper, you shouldn't be doing that. And
we're talking as a goalkeeper, quite right.
Yeah, Rothwell's down injured now.
Is he the one that was claiming a foul with Sander?
Yeah.
What happens here? Oh, he kicks it. He gets a stamp on the foot. He gets a stamp on the foot.
Yeah.
It's accidental.
Yeah, it is. It's accidental. I'll give him the benefit.
Yeah, I mean, Chris is right. Chris often is.
He
been
is.
shocking tonight. After the first 15, we've been sloppy, indecisive, and generally off the ball. I think what Adam and I said we'll stick with, had we scored that Reece Norrington-Davies one had that counted, or Billy's header, and even as Bobby said at half-time, it's a totally different game. And we have played as if we're winning 2-0 since then.
Yep.
We're sitting back and we're allowing, what I think is a fairly poor, low-in-confidence Blackburn team to gain confidence.
We are. It looks like Johnson's going to be coming on.
Rothwell might actually be in some trouble here. I do think it was a stamp on the foot, an accidental
stamp.
Yeah,
the legs got intertwined together as they went for the ball, and inadvertently, Rothwell's foot hit the ground before Berg's, and that meant like Berg just sort of stood on it. It's completely accident.
But with these new football boots are slippers, aren't they, Adam?
Yeah,
not like the old days.
No,
I don't sound old.
It's a bad one. It's an impact injury, but I think that's no. It's a bad one in terms of, for him, the pain. It was an inadvertent challenge. There was nothing wrong with the challenge. It was just a clash of legs. Yeah. Berg did nothing wrong at all. He's not even taking a look at him. It's just one of those things. But he's injured. He looks like he's going off. It's painful for him. Complete accident, and it looks like Johnson's going to come on for him.
Ron already getting in the spirit with old fleckled hen. That's very good. Enjoy it. Rothwell's going to try and run this one off, Adam. You surprised?
Yeah, I am, because Johnson he was all ready. He had his little top
Bradley.
on, his little health top, and then
Bradley
showing all his tattoos, and then puts his shirt on, and now he's put the big cap back on again. But now Rothwell's not.
The player
Rothwell's
that Bradley
not running
Johnson, when he signed for Derby, he said, "I'm delighted to sign for Derby City." Do you remember that?
I don't. But
look it up. It's true.
Oh dear. He should have stuck with Derby, shouldn't he?
Yeah, just say Derby. You're safe with that. And as long as you don't do what Morgan Gibbs-White did in the week and call us Sheffield, you'll be all right. Adam said, send him back to Wolves.
Yeah, it was only on the back of I'm going to call him Colin.
Never been a Blade.
I mean, how a man of his stature could call us Sheffield.
He used to say it wound him up when people did it, and then on Talk Sport he calls us Sheffield, and then makes up a story about Didier Drogba, which, by the way, I don't believe for a second, because he got some of the details wrong, because Drogba had been in France since he was a young boy. But anyway, that's bye.
That's a free kick, and that is going to be a booking for Morgan Gibbs-White, I think. It is. Kicking the ball away is
99 bookings.
No, it's 100.
Is that? Oh, yes, it's the third of the game, so you're right.
Because John Egan got 99.
You said he would reach his century, and Matthew Donoghue has. That is 100 yellow cards that he has issued this season. He has given 6 reds. He's only given 1 penalty. That was for the Blades. Could it be a good omen? Wes Featheringham is very good. Oliver Norwoodcock, not so much.
That's a good point. Looking at the name there, you're gonna mention that one on Saturday, Hal? Saves you right for Muscat.
Here's a chance for Kadra. He's so dangerous. He's changing sides all the time. By that I mean wings. I'd rather he was playing for the Blades. And it's going to be Travis. Does really well with 2 men on him. I have to say, I want to see a lot more from Morgan Gibbs-White in this second half. Been fairly anonymous after the first half. That was always going to be won by the enormous frame of Charlie Good. A bit of a throwback, an old-fashioned defender. That's a foul, I think, by Sander on Pickering. He looks disappointed with that decision. You know what Matthew Donoghue's like. He's always going to give that.
Yeah. I think it is a foul. It wasn't. Again, there's no sort of intent. 2 players going for the ball, and not a lot Sander could do there. He's just. I mean, they've both gone for the ball. It's there to be won, and there's not a lot wrong with that.
Chris Eads seems to think that Basham is out for the season. There's a lot of rumours flying around that is the case. I have heard contradictory.
He's booked him.
He has booked him. That's 101. Chris, I think until we know the severity of Basham's injury, we're not going to speculate. We can't have another key player out for the season. It would just be hugely detrimental. I mean, it's a good thing we got Charlie Good in when we did. Snake Pass is going to be closed, which could impact Ben Davies, because I know he comes that way. It's going to be closed for months. So it's all happening.
So, looking at these injuries, Hal, is this just unlucky, or is
Yes,
there
it's
something?
coincidence. Don't try and get. I've heard people try and say it's something to do with the training. It's coincidence.
No.
Headed down. These are almost all injuries that happen just to super fit players. Players are fitter nowadays, which, whilst one thing is a good thing, it does actually mean you're more prone to soft tissue injuries, to impact injuries, to muscle injuries. It is just bad luck.
So continuing on, looking at it, is it the build-up of games that's sort of that's caused it? This fixture congestion, 8 games in February, what we've had to play. That's brilliant from Billy. Billy's cutting into the box and wins a corner. He wants a penalty, but he's going to get a corner.
Another Matthew Donoghue penalty. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm not going to change my opinion because I'm not well versed on it enough. I've not been there when these injuries have happened. For example, Jack O'Connell apparently did his injury in training with a challenge with Dean Henderson. That's just bad luck.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
Brewster initially doing his hamstring in training is just bad luck.
That's a good corner in, but he's headed clear.
Basham, I think, did his with a challenge right at the end of the game against Swansea, a perfectly needless challenge. These things just happen. There's no way that you can say that's to do with training. That's to do with the
No, not saying it's to do with training. I'm just wondering if it's the amount of games. Maybe have they not eased off on the training, but not trained as hard due to the volume of games to keeping people match fit. So as a knock-on effect of that, as they go into that competitive environment, has that aggravated injuries more than what would have happened in a normal season?
We'll never really know.
I'm just speculating.
Yeah, no, you're right to speculate.
No, but it needs.
Sorry.
We need a goal. Come on, let's have a goal.
We really need a goal. Okay, here's Travis trying to get things moving for Blackburn, who've really started to play some neat passing football where the Blades haven't. It's been sloppy from United. Oh, that looks like a foul.
Get up.
I don't know, Adam. I think Watchalong throw just eased him off that one. I didn't like that one. Luckily, it's not been given.
I would have been outraged if that had been given.
Chris also talked about Andre Wisdom, who I have read is out of contract. And of course, you can still bring out contract players in, perhaps some defensive solidity there. I'd have to look at how many players we've got registered in the squad. You can only have 25, so I have to have a look how many we've got.
Got a fair few, haven't we?
Exactly. I'd need to see if we've got a space.
Although with Burke and Freeman out, they're two off the list, aren't they?
Good point. Well made. Yeah. And Jack O'Connell hasn't been registered. I'd need to see. I want to see the full list and see how many we actually have got. But Andre Wisdom, do we need him? Ben Davis, Charlie Good, John Egan.
Oh, that's all right. No communication again there. And that's behind him. That's going to be
Kai Gordon. We've got a fair few defenders. Is my point.
Yes.
Rothwell plays that ball in. It's Cadra.
Oh, it's him again.
Not want on that ball. Is he? Oh, he's so skillful to get past one, but it was really good defending from George Baldock, who witnessed that was going to happen. Cadra's actually swapped wings, which I'm really surprised at because he had Jackie Longthrow's number.
Yeah, he did. He's all over, but he's running the show every time he gets the ball. He looks a real threat.
Yeah, on loan from Brighton, as Bobby in the background told us.
Got to be looking at. It's probably time for a change. Try to mix it up a little bit here now.
And even if it isn't, Adam, the last watch along we did, we were talking about let's make a change as a goal went in. So let's keep talking about the fact that Hecky needs to make a change.
Yeah, let's have a change. I
haven't been overly impressed in all the games Hecky's been in charge with his substitutions. That's one area, if I could criticise, that I would. I think he leaves it quite late to bring players on. I thought Iliman and Dye being brought on with 4 minutes left against Huddersfield was completely pointless for a creative player who needs time to get into the game.
It's a foul, referee on Sharp.
That is a foul. Years, that's got to be given. He's not given it. Wow, Billy is going to be really bemused at that one. As Blackburn again, passing so crisp, and they seem to find a lot of space on both wings. I thought the option was clearly on to go left there, but they've decided against it in that midfield. Some really nice passing and some good opportunities. Travis trying to get 𝐍𝐸𝐫𝐶 involved. The pass, it was on. He delays slightly, looking to try and perhaps win a corner. It's going to be dealt with by Jack Robinson, who decides to volley that clear. Not sure it was particularly well defended, and that's offside. They'll just leave that one to run. Yambe will try and keep it in, and doesn't, but he will win that throw in off Reece Norrington Davis. This game, though, not coming to life from a Blades perspective at all, Adam.
No, it's been disappointing.
So
we said
the last midweek game against Hull, which was really dull.
Yeah, we said at the time, we just when Sharp missed that chance, we called it after 19 minutes, and it's a completely different game. Similar time we scored against Swansea, and it was a complete get 1-0 up. It's a completely different game.
Sheff Paul's right. Blackburn don't look like a team without their key player, but in a way they do, because I feel like if Ben Brereton Diaz is playing, they'd have taken one of these chances that they've created.
Yes.
So they are struggling to actually get that ball in the back of the net, but they're playing really well. And like Adam said, we mentioned it as soon as Billy missed that free header at the far post when he decided to head it far, when he could have gone across the face. If he goes across the face, he almost certainly scores. But yeah, it will be 2 points dropped. Absolutely. That ball played in. It's a header that goes wide. But Chris says this will be another 2 points dropped if we can't find a way to get 3 points. But only look good because of how poor we've looked. I think that's spot on, Chris. It's exactly what I was saying, where we have allowed them to gain confidence. They started this game as a side low on confidence. Adam, was you saying it 4 games they haven't won?
They haven't scored in 4 games. So naturally they won't have won because you can't win with scoring 0. But yes.
Heavy challenge. That's probably the first shot we've had in the second half. It's not, of course, Morgan Gibbs-White, but you get what I mean.
Yeah,
Fleck.
I think we need to get Ndai on. I think that's the that's the change.
He's a generational talent. And Morgan Gibbs-White, I love him. He's not been on it today.
He hasn't. That's the change to make.
Do you know what it is? It's oh, here we go. I'll come on to that.
Come on.
Show me what you've got. That's a nice pass, but it's just slightly overhit, and it was asking too much of Sander. Really
well
good
done, Billy.
Oh, then the second touch from Billy wasn't what the doctor ordered. Tony Chicken Curry, very good. Now, what I was going to say is every time Bobby joins us to see Morgan Gibbs-White doesn't play quite as well. It's true, isn't it, Bobby? Doesn't play quite as well as he does games. Right, we're going to see Ollie McChicken. Bobby, you know what to do. We're going to see Ollie McChicken brought on at some point, I believe, in this game. There he is. One of the worst suggestions we had for naming a chicken. That ball played in. There's Musek, though. That was definitely the worst.
Pass headed back out wide by Egan. That's quite an intelligent head.
Takes deflection, which doesn't help the Blades, doesn't fall kindly, and Gallagher can get it clear. They didn't leave a single player at the halfway line, but look at the pace from Khadra. He is trying his darndest to get things going for Blackburn. Scored against the Blades at Ewood Park in that 3-1 defeat, the match that I think sealed Slavisa Jukanovic's fate.
Yep.
Terrible.
Looks
too easy.
It's gone to aimless passing again.
Well, it was aiming for Bulldog, but it's too easy to cut those out when you're playing a ball 60 yards. Oh, that's a nice challenge, that. I like that. That was good. What? It was good. Charlie good. There's nothing wrong with that. He gets the ball. Oh, it's a red card! And Matthew Donoghue, who we said likes a red card and is a poor referee, has given a shocking decision on 67. Charlie Good, we are now going to be looking at Andre Wisdom, I'm sure, because we'll need defenders. What a ridiculous. On his first start for the Blades, Khadra's caught. He's fine, of course, because he got the ball. I don't even need to see a replay, Adam. He got the ball. That's not a red card. He's been sent off.
Well, I'm lost for words.
I'm speechless. Let's see it again. Was it a red card? I say no.
Let's have a look. The feet are up, though.
I
can see the feet are up, and it's the reaction that's got him sent off.
1 foot is up.
The foot's bounced off the ball and into him.
But he's not gone in like that.
No. It's one.
I think he's clearly going for the ball.
He is clearly
ends up going over the ball. I don't think intentionally. However, on the replay, it's worse than I thought initially, and I can see why the referee's given a red.
I think McCall doesn't agree with it, looking at that reaction.
McCall is with me and my initial reaction. Yeah, so what the ref will have seen is a boot that was shin level.
Yeah.
He'll have thought that was a bit too high. It wasn't two-footed. It raised, I think, a little bit off the ground. When I saw it again, my opinion maybe slightly changed, but I think this ref is very quick to give red cards. We spoke about that in the preview. That's his 7th red card of the season.
To be controversial as I am, and I know we don't have VAR, but that wouldn't have got overturned, would it?
You're right, and that's a fair point. Here's Nyambe. This is going to give Blackburn a boost. Bobby, thoughts?
Looking at the replay, the boot is quite high, and he clips him. But when I initially saw it,
You were with us.
Attack. When I initially saw it, it's a proper challenge that should be still in the game. You know what I mean?
But it's not. It's probably not a good tackle. I don't think Good intended for his foot to be that high, but you are right. It was high. And when I saw it again, perhaps that would have changed my opinion. Here's a chance for Blackburn on the edge of the box. It's shot. Great save from him on 68. That was flying in, and it's the first really dangerous and menacing shot. It was Rothwell, who we were surprised was still on the pitch, who let the ball go to Pickering, and he fired it with his stronger left, and that was going right into the bottom corner, and Wes gets a touch to fire it over for a corner to Rovers. It's all happening.
Also, stats man, another stat here. Not a great one. Last watch along I did was Millwall.
Okay.
Morgan Gibbs-White got sent off.
Yep.
Same referee.
Correct.
And this is me at watch along again.
Don't say anything else, Bobby. I know where you're going with that. Here is Pickering, the man who nearly scored.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Bobby. We'll see you next. We'll see you next time.
He doesn't want Bobby to say we also lost that game with a late goal. I know where Bobby was going with that. Nyambe, he's worked his way into the box. Matthew Donoghue, again, the centre of attention. I think Bobby makes a very good point, though, and perhaps has slightly changed my opinion. But when I first saw it, I didn't think anything of it. When I saw the replay, I thought, yeah, I can see why that's a red. But you know what? You make these instant judgments, don't you? Referee's given a penalty. Second penalty of the season. It's a handball by John Egan. And this is all falling apart. This is going to be points dropped. Come along, Wes. Come along, Wes. Kadra causing all sorts of problems. I thought he fouled his man. I thought he was pulling George Bulldog's shirt. And that is a handball. I'll take a point now, Adam.
Yeah, definitely.
It is a handball. His hands in an unnatural position.
His hands are out. His hands
he's
out.
Got it right. He's only given 2 penalties.
Yeah, that's right. That is a penalty.
Who's going to take it? It'll be Gallagher? It's going to be Kadra. Who else? Absolute star man. He's bossed it today. He's been the man of the match. No question. Call it, Adam. What's happening? Does he save it?
No. Sorry to be defeatist, but no.
I'm not going to do a Kevin Keegan on you, but 70 minutes. We're on 70, 56, 57, 58, 59, 71. Blackburn fans converging behind the goal. They've all moved in at the front of the lower tier.
Come on, Wesley.
Had to put the whistle to his lips. Kadra looks confident, to be honest. Why wouldn't he be? He's in great form. Right-footed.
Yes,
Save.
Yes!
Not clear. Get it away! Get it away, Blades! League One, Wes! League One, Wes! Are we crazy? Yes, we are. We're crazy for him. He's absolutely fantastic. He deserves any other nickname.
On him. Go
on, Blades. Wes Fodringham. If you ever doubted Wes, we never did on this channel, not for 1 second. Even when we signed Ramsdale, you'll remember we said we didn't need him. We've got Wes.
He's going to give a foul there as well.
Matthew Donoghue's loving this. He's loving being the centre of attention. They've all come to see Matthew Donoghue show. Well done, Wes Fodringham. Clean sheet, Wes. What a save! What a good
save as well.
It's a good height, I'll be honest, but it's a good save. Credit where credit's due. Oh, one-handed. Tries to, I think, push it over the bar, which would have been preferential because it went right back.
Oh, yeah, he's off his line. Who cares? Carry on.
No one cares.
Stop focus.
No
Focus
VAR.
on that nonsense.
No VAR. That's the one thing I don't want. You might say there's no point going up to the Premier League because of VAR. Well, they're bringing VAR into the Championship next season, so we might as well go up and get the money. Foul on Baldock in the box. Referee sees it. Thank goodness. And he'll give that one. Oh, this is nervous stuff, Adam. I don't like it.
I don't like it, but
What a save. Oh, he's only a bit off his line. Back heel's probably kissing it.
yeah, it's fine. That carry on.
Carry on as you were. Nothing to see here. Well done, Wes. What is the nickname for Wes? Champions League Wes, says Ron. I'm liking Ron more and more. Also, Champions League Wes. So we need a new nickname for him, don't we? We can't actually call him Clean Sheet Wes because, of course, he will concede goals again. Maybe
What's he giving here? He's
Matthew
in his
Donahue. He's in his element now, isn't he? He's going to throw cards around like Christmas.
If it's Sanderberger, he's off.
Well, Morgan Gibbs-White as well.
If this is Sanderberger, it's the second yellow.
We could not handle that. That would be too many. That would be ridiculous. I mean, I'll take a point now. What about you?
He's off. He's off, Hal.
Oh, you're kidding. Sanders
Sending
having a
him
brilliant game. We can't afford to lose these players.
Is he going to give him one last chance?
Please do not send him off. You'll totally
So
ruin the
I just
game.
saw Sander with his head in his hands as if he's going
I
to
think
be...
he's hurt his head. Right, it's a talking to. Thank goodness for that. Keep Donahue.
So
Some sense. What happened here? Did you run into him?
It's a clash your head. I mean...
Well, why is Sander looking at the player when the ball's behind him? That's a bit odd.
Yeah. He's a lucky man there.
I don't know if he is. Sander's not going to want to head his head onto another player. That's going to hurt.
No,
I don't know what he was doing.
But the way the referee's and giving his cards for this, he's a lucky man.
I see what you're saying. Absolutely.
He's giving him the opportunity to do it. But
yeah,
quick
Alessandro,
please.
he made a big impact in the Millwall game. He might be doing it again. Matthew Donahue loves being involved, loves being the centre of attention. He's from Greater Manchester.
Can we ban him?
Some people speculated on Twitter that that's too close to Blackburn for him to be refereeing this game. I personally don't think it makes any difference. Oh, nice little flick. Morgan flicks right. He's completely bamboozled the defender. Can he get a ball in? Oh, he wants to nick this one. I want to nick this one, Adam, so badly.
So do I.
So badly. Right, what are the best suggestions for Wes's nickname? Wes
The
Penny.
Wall. I just call him the Wall.
The Wall. Wes the Wall Fotheringham. Can we nick it from a corner? Our set pieces have been woeful.
Billy's
But
looking hungry.
Will we finally? I think Sanders looking like he wants this one. Ball played in. Oh, it's headed by Gallagher, who just looks like a man mountain every time the ball is anywhere near him, Adam.
He does, but... Oh, come on, Jackie, hurl one in. Time for Jackie to hurl one in the box here.
I was going to say, I want to see a decent hurl.
Yeah. Oh, rapturous applause for Jackie from the John Street there. I haven't seen him move that much in 3 seasons.
Jackie long throw, we'll ignore that. Didn't your dad sit there?
Yes. And I've sat there. I sat
there last game. We've insulted dads too much today. Ball played in. Oh, it's not bad either. It's pinball in the box, and it looks like Blackburn will get it clear, but only as far as the halfway line. They've left no one again up top, but they do break with pace, Blackburn. And Wes is going to take absolutely no time at all. Tries to find Sander, does really well. All that strength. So good to see. He's finally dominating with his body strength, which he never really did. He's never been as aggressive as I'd like him to be for someone who is as big as he is. Here is Billy Sharp, who's found himself nowhere near where he should be on that right-hand side. We're on 76.05. Ball played in. It's offside, surely, but it's overplayed anyway. What a waste.
How's the formation gone then, Hal, since the red card?
Good question, Adam. Well presented.
I haven't seen. So. And I'm watching the same as you, but...
Bobby will be the man to observe a formation. I'm very much concerned on the speaky bits. I think that'll change the substitution now. We were going to bring on Ollie McChicken. We probably won't. I think we were going to go all out. The next sub for me is one that's probably going to be a ball winner rather than a striker, but we'll see.
Rian Brewster with adorning a silly hat.
Talking to Jake Eastwood. Rian Brewster, a big fan of the channel, as you know. On this right-hand side, coming forward. He's got time, you're right.
He's got time. Yeah, he's got nothing on for the rest of the season. Hal and Rian, next Watchalong. You heard it here first.
Yeah, he absolutely could join us for that. You're welcome, Rian. Here's Kadra on this left-hand side. He was playing on the right in the first half. Finds Pickering. Ball played back to Rothwell. He's shaken that injury off. Decent ball in. Tell you what, that's the kind of position I feel like Ben Brereton Diaz would have been in.
Oh, definitely.
And that ball is just begging to be put into the back of the net. Kadra, playing with better players, I think would look even better.
McBurney for Sharp.
I I don't know how I feel about this one.
I'll just leave it as a statement.
Fair enough. What are your thoughts in the comments on Billy Sharp, arguably United's biggest goal threat, who hasn't seen a lot of the ball, but what he has done is held it up well, leaving the pitch on 77 to be replaced by Oliver McBurney? Let us know in the comments.
Billy did not look happy.
He didn't look happy. I think he's really angry with it. Well, I'm not happy with it. Ollie McChicken, I'm not having a go at him. I just think I would have put Ollie on with Billy. I don't think the two of them necessarily work well together, but I wouldn't have taken him off. I would have probably have taken Morgan Gibbs-White off. I know that sounds silly, but he's on a booking.
No, I agree.
Played well.
In a game that's looking like 1-0, 1 goal would win it, the man who poaches goals more than anybody else.
And he's hardly seen any of the ball, has he, Billy, in this game?
He hasn't. That stat tells it all. 22 touches.
Yeah, he looks really angry. I mean, he hasn't seen the ball, so he won't be tired as necessarily. He isn't one that tracks back.
Hang on a minute, though. But say stats don't lie. So Billy Sharp's had 22 touches of the ball. Second lowest is Kedra with 27.
Oh, that can't be right, can it? He's seen all of the ball.
That's what I thought.
Well, maybe every touch he's had has been golden, because I feel like he's seen the ball more than anyone else for Blackburn. We said his name more than we said Sharp's.
Exactly.
Bernie putting himself about, just letting Lenihan know he's there. You loved it.
Come on, Ollie. It's your chance. Make yourself a hero. Your time to shine.
He's more likely to get sent off with this ref.
Well, Blackburn are looking more lively, but it'd be a real boost now to nick a couple of extra points.
Yeah, I hope Ollie McBurney does.
It's an opportunity. Send him. It's not hard enough.
Oh, it's not passed well, that is it at all. That gave the defender every chance to win it back, Lenihan. And unfortunately he did. McBurney's got to play Fleck in there. That was a real chance. We're not going to get too many of these now up against it with 10 men. Blackburn can try as well to force the issue. What we're seeing now is a game that's petered into two sides who want to now hit the other one on the break, which doesn't make for a good game of football at all.
So I'll probably upset you with my next comment, but I'm not by no means condoning it. But Fleck then, as the ball's played through to him and he's brushing next to the defender in the penalty area. We've seen at the other end how their number 9 went down looking for it. Could Fleck have made something of it? I mean, I know it's not his style and not his way, but
not his way, is it?
But the way this referee's performing tonight, potentially going down, hands up, could have got something.
Give penalties though, Matthew Donoghue. He's refereed a lot of games this season, and he's only given 2 penalties, and they've both been at Bramall Lane. I think it takes a lot for him to give a pen.
Could he give a third?
I'd love to see it if it's for the play.
He gives them here. It was just a thought. I think sometimes we're too honest. Sometimes
I think Chris Wilder said we were always too honest, and we'd have to utilise the dark arts a little bit more, particularly in the horrendous Premier League. But with VAR, you've got to know that you've been fouled.
Yeah. 10's coming on for 2. I thought we were taking Baldock off and bringing Sharp back on in a sensational move. That'd have been a good move.
Sensational first in football. It is Dolan on and 𝐍𝐨𝐫𝐝 off, who's played well on that right-hand side. Bookings for Blackburn for Travis and Rothwell, if you are trying to keep up with the bookings.
Bernie, that's just silly.
Gibbs-White, Egan, booked with yellows, good, given a red for the Blades at 4-3-3. Blackburn. I still can't work out what the Blades are playing, but it looks like we have kind of kept the forward options with Morgan Gibbs-White and McBurney almost as 2 strikers.
Yeah,
possibly. It's the defence.
Baldock's got in. It's a 4. It's 4, isn't it?
It must be a 4 at the back.
It's 4 with Norwood sitting extremely deep, just in front.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't start the chat, by the way, with saying there's a goal when there hasn't been a goal. We are bang on up to time, so we know that hasn't been a goal.
Good try.
You can try, son, but you'll just get blocked.
Don't get past that. You don't get past
Bobby. You don't get past Bobby in the background. Not with that kind of nonsense. He'll see it coming a mile off. I wish Bobby was with me on Saturday.
So Charlie Good, red card on full debut. Last Blade to get a red card on full debut.
Ooh, don't get involved. He's put his hand on his neck there. Reece Norrington-Davies from the early on in this game pushing Yambe into the advertising hoarding. Bit of needle around for Reece. What's going on?
Doesn't like him, does he?
But no need. Why risk another red card by putting your hand to the throat of a player? Absolute nonsense. Just don't get involved. You're a professional footballer. All a bit silly. All a bit silly. And don't give this referee a chance to book you.
Yeah, it's much ado about nothing. Just get on with the game. That's it. Yeah, carry on.
Get on with it. Well, I'm glad he didn't do anything silly, the referee there, but Reece has given him a decision to make. Yeah, could have done with Bobby in the background, just arm wrestling some Millwall fans for me on Saturday. I'm going to Millwall. Adam, ask me how I'm getting there.
How are you going to Millwall, Hal?
I'm using the train, Adam, because I'm a man of the people.
Right.
He's not had many.
George, sorry, Matt. Is him again?
Apparently.
I know.
That's a dive. No, it's not a foul. It's not a foul. It's a dive.
I disagree. He's pushed him.
Kedra threw himself to the ground. There's no way he would have fallen over with that. Oh, it's a dive, Adam. What are you playing at?
That's what I'm saying about playing the referee. That's what I'm saying about playing the referee.
That's a dive. Pop it in the comments.
He's made the most of it, but it's a foul.
That was a dive, wasn't it, Blades? That was a dive. Unbelievable. No. Tell me I'm not going mad here. That was a dive, wasn't it?
It wasn't. He made the most of it, but it was a foul, Hal. Go on.
Honestly, I'm not getting any. Am I getting no support here in the chat? It's a free kick anyway on this left-hand side. We're in the 85th minute. I thought that was a dive. Made a meal of it. Complete calamity if this is a goal. It's an unfair free kick.
Save Wes.
This is a mess. This is a huge mess. Get it away, Blades. What an absolute disaster that could have been, Adam. Talk me through it.
Yep, so it came in. Wes ricocheted. Wes made a really good save, and then Ollie Norwood fell to the ground, and Blackburn appealing for another penalty yet again, which wasn't given. Then it was a bit of pinball, and it thankfully didn't fall to a Blackburn player, and we managed to get that one clear.
It was pinball's the right term. This is really messy. This is Blackburn getting all the ball now. I'm really annoyed at that. That free kick should never have been given, and we've only just got the ball back now. Go on, run it. Oh, he's not got the legs. He's not got the legs. Van Heck was always favourite to win that, but I thought if he could have put the afterburners on, he might have had half a chance of that. This is a shame because I'm still annoyed about that free kick, but I still think we should have got that ball back there and utilised that break. We are going to have to try and break on them.
It's 5 minutes to try and win this one, or try and hold out. However you look at it. Come on, Sander. Sander's got it. He's looking. You see, it's a little bit aimless. It's a little bit punt it forward and hope for the best, and relying on a mistake. And they're not making mistakes at the back, Blackburn, and they're just taking the time with possession. And I hate to say it, looking more likely to get a winner. Ron
better be joking that it's bus replacement service on Saturday. It better be.
Oh,
Cadra.
Oh dear.
It was flying what looked like it going to nestle into the corner of Wes's net, and it whistled past the post. If one player deserves a goal, apparently he's not had any touches, it's Cadra. They say stats don't lie. Those stats lie.
Wes was beaten there. He was beaten.
Ron, send me another message.
Oh, that was saved an own goal. And wow. I've just seen that Norwood incident. He nearly scored an own goal. And
I saw it. It could have been a handball. I thought it at the time. I didn't even want to say it.
Yep.
Oh, man, we have been living a charmed life tonight. It's been a really poor performance.
It has.
Sheff Paul's, though, absolutely spot on. A long-range shot from Sander would be poetry. Wes has just been incredible. 79.3% save percentage. Highest this season. Fantastic. Got to make another change. I kept going on about it. I haven't been impressed with Hecky's use of subs, and I'll just maintain that for this game.
Yeah, it needed something about 10 minutes ago. I can understand taking 10 minutes after the red card just to,
foul throw,
consolidate. Yep.
Finally, a referee in the Championship pulls someone up for a foul throw.
Yep. Ben Davies.
I'm not sure about that one. Are we going to go 3 at the back?
Yeah.
Or is he going to take a defender off? Interesting. Gibbs White, who's not had his best night at all tonight. I'd like to have seen Jefferson on with his pace. You could really test their back line. It's not the fastest back line, as Bobby was telling us in the build-up to this one. And we haven't tested their back line with pace. Billy doesn't have pace. And Dye, Jebison, those are the kind of options I'd like to have seen up against a slow back line.
Yep.
Especially now down to 10 men, because you're going to be hitting them on a break.
Settling for a point, this, Hal?
Settling for a point with a defensive change. And I think we'll take a point, obviously.
Yeah.
Because they could have had a second penalty with Norwood's handball.
Yes, they could.
He's got to jump there.
Right, come on, Sander.
Sander
He's got no to give it to, though. That's the problem.
Support, absolutely no support there whatsoever. And Blackburn can try and break again as we approach the 89th minute on this right-hand side. Get that challenge in. Well done, Rhys Norrington-Davies. I do think Rhys Norrington-Davies does defend very well.
Yes, in the main.
I
thought it was shaky first half against Cadra and left Robinson on it exposed a little bit too much, and he could have helped out a bit.
Oh, yeah, he definitely had. Cadra's had the number of pretty much every defender tonight. Yeah. He just looks a class above. He's a sign of how terrified I'd be when we're back in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Because he's not good enough for a Premier League team, and he's clearly the best player on the pitch.
By a mile.
That's a decent interception by Ben Davies. It feels like we haven't seen him for a while. Here's Oliver McBurney. Had an option to send his man a burger there, but decided to go backwards. And I think we've just wasted possession.
We have. We seem settled for a point here. It's closed down. I hope we don't concede.
Well, John's right. Chalk and cheese from Saturday. We were, like all over them like a rash, utilising the ball so well. Poor passing from sort of the 20th minute onwards.
Yep.
Started so well. A bit like Hull. We started really well in that game as well and just didn't score when we were on top, and it seems to have knocked our confidence. And you can't be that brittle. Not if you're a serious promotion contender. This was a chance to really push on and, set a marker down with games in hand.
It was, but no, it's just aimless now. It's just training ground stuff. Pass it to Blackburn, then boot it forward and see what we can do.
Maybe we'll have one final chance, but for the moment, the Blades don't look like creating. And that's going to be a corner.
That's a corner.
Flicked header on his third corner he's given away in this game, George Baldock. All of them, though, the sensible and right decision. Was it offside? That's good.
That's a bonus. 5 minutes added on now.
Scott makes a good point that the heads drop when teams actually come at us. And that's something that Swansea didn't do kind of at all on Saturday. So I think he makes a good point that when a team doesn't really say, right, well, we're going to have a go. Because I thought Swansea looked appalling on Saturday. One of the worst teams I've seen this season. But if we don't concede here, Adam, 30th of October.
I know, it's incredible. It's an absolute incredible run, isn't it?
Incredible start. I mean, he's going to be pushing Mark Howard for a clean sheet record at this rate.
Well, Mark Howard had 10, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a long way to go because, of course, away game, Birmingham, we did concede a goal. But here's Sander, tries to find Ollie McBurney, lays it back to Oliver Norwood. Sander has an option with Baldock, his buddy, running alongside. Not going to use him initially. He's going to do it himself and wins.
Get a corner.
Off Pickering. 5 minutes to be added on. We're in one of those right now, 91 bang on the clock. If you are wondering what time we're in, still 0-0. If you've just joined us, you've missed a save from Champions League Wes, and Charlie Good was sent off for what I initially thought wasn't a red card. I hope Nick doesn't clip that. I think seeing it again, Bobby kind of talked me into it. And you. More Bobby.
Yeah. More Bobby than me, but you can see why it was. You see why.
Go on, Ollie McBurney. Net this winner.
Oh, it's a chance. It's yes.
Yes, it's in the last minute. It's Ben Davies. It's Ben Davies that plays. Yes. I picked it in the 92nd minute. Oh, the fans are on the pitch. This could be huge in the promotion chase for the red and white Wizards. Get in. What a super sub. What a super sub.
Even Wes has come to celebrate.
Even Wes Bobby. You know what time it is. Ale. It's scored too early, Adam. It's scored too early. We've got to sit on this now. We've got 3 minutes left.
What a finish. That's a great finish from a centre half like that.
Flapping as we've seen him do all game, and it is the finish of an absolute centre forward from Ben Davies. Ollie McBurney getting himself in and amongst it. Oh, you couldn't miss, but absolutely fantastic. And Jackie Longthrow with the assist of the season. How big could that be?
That's brilliant from McBurney on the goalkeeper.
Get in.
That's brilliant from Robinson getting the cross, and that is a very calm and collected finish. That's his first touch.
It's his second, but it's his first goal. I know that. Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It's not. We've got bloody ages to hang on. 3 minutes to go. And this is going to be backs to the Wes wall. Fleck is going to try and let that run. It
Well
was
done, John
clever
Fleck.
decision from Johnny Fleck. Drinks Iron Brew. He is a Scottish hero. Wow.
Take a booking, Wes. Just take take 3 minutes to take this.
Genuinely had me worried, mate. I never get the train. I can't handle a bus replacement service. I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd just cry.
I tell you what, Hal, Hecky's substitutions, shocking. Comes on and gets the winner. Terrible.
Ben Davis, the man of the moment. You said when he brought Ben Davis on, we've settled for a point.
I did. I know. I'm just giving you a bit of stick back. I'm just giving you a bit of stick back.
Don't give me it back when you said it. All right. I might clip that, and I can make you look very silly on Twitter.
Wouldn't be a first time, would it?
Sam, you're right. I do owe Hecky an apology. I mean, I'm not sure that was Hecky's master plan, let's be honest. Look, if we'd gone with my subs, we're 3-0 up. This is too nerve-wracking. Hecky's way is too nerve-wracking.
We're just trying to talk our way through this last 90 seconds now.
The longer we talk, the quicker the time goes. When you're there on your own biting your nails, time goes very, very slowly. They're going to try and nick an equaliser. Blackburn would be delirious with joy if they could get one. This will be 5 games without a win, though, for Blackburn. If they don't, here's Kedra. We've got to stop him seeing so much of that ball. Pickering puts a very good ball in. Get that ball away. Fleck will kick it just anywhere. And that was a bit aimless when he had Ollie McBurney available as a pass. And Ollie was in loads of space as well, so that's fairly disappointing. 20 seconds left. I think the ref will actually add it on to make it 96 because of the celebration added a whole minute. Oh, this would be a huge win. This would be a win.
That's not a foul. That isn't a foul.
This would make up for Hull. Because, Fulham becomes pointless if you win away at Fulham and then you don't beat Hull at home. It's a waste. So you've got to win the games when you're not playing.
That is not a foul.
No, that's not a foul. Matthew Donoghue is giving free kicks away that aren't free kicks. That's another one, another good example. Who's going to win this? It's John Egan. Don't just head it there. What's he doing, Ollie McBurney? Take it down on your chest. Keep the ball. This just gives Blackburn a chance to get that ball back in. Ollie, what are you thinking? Don't just head it aimlessly, Blades. And that's it.
Yes.
It's full time. The Blades have done it. They've nicked it right at the end, Adam.
Get in.
It's such a huge win in what could be a momentous season. The momentum is with United now. Could this be the one that we look back on and say this is the game that got Sheffield United back to the Premier League? Adam, your thoughts on that win?
Absolutely delighted. Amount of times I've been on these watch-alongs and said it's 2 points dropped. Today, that's now, for that second half, it's 2 points gained.
2 points gained. Let us know
if
in
not
the
3.
comments. If not 3, let us know in the comments what you made of that unlikely of unlikely wins. Once we went down to 10 men, Kadra will be gutted, and quite rightly so, because he played really, really, really well. What a player. I think
I love the consoling from George. Well played, mate, but unlucky. But, we'll have a couple anyway.
It reminded me of Jan Agafjortov on Mariko Tariko. That's one for the kids. So with a win, we go 1 point behind Blackburn with a game in hand. It looks good. Bobby in the background, feel free to rejoin us and let us know your full-time thoughts, because Bobby has finally witnessed a win with a watch-along and a Matthew Donoghue refereeing performance.
And breathe. Oh my days. What a win. Massive. And those are the ones you look back on and think, if we didn't pick up those 3 points, then, could have cost us. But, wow. Seems...
How do you feel if you're Kadra?
Oh, you'd be devastated, but you've put in a good performance. It can only boost your stock. So,
Yep, true. And he's only on loan.
Right.
Bobby, man of the match.
Ben Davis,
Come along.
I don't know. I literally can. I can't pick one.
Wes.
Pick one.
It's got to be Wes.
Oh yeah, got to be Wes. Another clean sheet on the board. Penalty save.
Wes or Sander?
Man of match, Hal?
Wes. I'm saying Wes. Let us know in the comments your man of the match. For me, it has to be Wes because he saved a penalty which changed the trajectory of the game and the whole way that it would have played out. I'm just so delighted with that. Nick will be absolutely buzzing. He'll have a match reaction for you on this channel. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Please subscribe now. Make it that time to subscribe. We already know in the analytics that 40% roughly of you watch regularly and you're not subscribers. It takes a second to hit subscribe and it would really, really help us. And if you really want to be fantastic, join as a member. Hit join right next to subscribe. You can give us $4.99 a month. That will help us with our running costs and it would be so, so appreciated. Bobby, thank you.
And you get the exclusives.
You get the exclusives. Good point, Adam. You do get the exclusives. You get to see podcasts with players and celebrities before anyone else. Bobby, I will leave you now and Adam and say that we've got Nick coming up with the match reaction as soon as he gets home from the game. We will be back for a match preview on Friday. I will see any of you that are going to Millwall and hopefully I'll still have all my teeth and my glasses on my face without Bobby there to protect me. Cheers all.
Cheers.